All right. Oh no. It's Monday. Wow, humbug. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. It's Monday. Just another manic Monday. Oh, wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. I don't have to run day. Just another manic Monday. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Monday morning. We are here and we are live. What's up? How's it going? Let's see who's here today. Number one, under the sun, the best of the day. First happy dance goes to Jason D. What's up, Jason? Great to see you. All right, here's your happy dance. All right, check it out. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Greg Jonick is here. What's up, Greg? Great to see you. Highway Star. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Highway Star. Great to see you as always. Jason D. Terry Bonds. Good morning, friends. God bless. God bless you too, sir. Highway Star. P. Bonds. What's up? Oh, hey. Well, thoughts and prayers with you, P. Bonds. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, I got your email earlier. Let's see who else. Highway Star. P. Bonds. My Tiny Chihuahua Life with a 17-month membership milestone. Still the best show and family on YouTube. That's right. The Rash family's in full effect. We don't fool around. We just love all day long. Here's your happy dance. Or not. Yeah. All right. Yes. Yeah. Who else is here? Let's see. P. Barnes, Tiny, Highway Star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. P. Barnes, Tiny Chihuahua. Mason Glitterman, what's up? I hope Ray will not beat me up today. Oh, no. Yes. We all love Ray. Oh, we love her dearly. She's a tough one. You don't want to mess with her. Let's see. Tiny Highway Star, Jason D, P. Barnes. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. David E. Persons. All right. What did the? Oh, wait a minute. What did the drummer name his 2 daughters? And a 1 and a 2. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Terry Barnes, Highway Star, P. Barnes, Jason D. Let's see. Terry Barnes, Tiny Chihuahua Life, P. Barnes. The Lessinator is here. What's up? Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Oh, it's Monday already? For real, though. This weekend, like that. It's I feel exactly the same way. It was so bizarre. Like, I feel like, Friday, like after the show, like I my kids were here. I started hanging out with them. And then like I watched a couple movies, listened to a couple songs, and now here I am back. It's already Monday. What the heck? It's just like a flash. It was crazy. A lot of stuff happened this weekend, though. I gotta I'll tell you guys some of it. But anyway, we got Chris Killing in the house. Calling all stations, clear the airwaves, clear all the airwaves for the big broadcast. CQ, hashtag Rash Collins, CQ, and standing by. CQ is ham radio speak for looking for calling all stations, sort of. Ask me why I'm greeting you with this morning, if you want. Why? Tell me why, he said. CQ, Rash, baby. And that you got a new ham radio. All right, that'll work. One time I was at back in the old days when we had telephones with wires on them that were attached to the wall. You couldn't use them to do magic internet stuff. They were just a phone. There was somebody somewhere near me that had a ham radio, and when he was on the air, I could hear him through my phone. It was always the same guy. And one day I was working in a gas station and a customer came in and he just, said, whatever it was he wanted, like 3 on pump 5 or something. But the voice, I immediately recognized the voice. I'm like, dude, you have a ham radio show that you do. He's like, yeah, I do. How did you know that? I'm like, I hear it. I hear you on my phone. He's like, well, that shouldn't happen. No, that can't be. I'm like, then how the hell do I know your voice? I hear it on my phone all the time. So, that's that whole story. Because then he said, oh, that's weird, and left. Highway Star, Lessinator, Tiny, Greg Jonick. Let's see. Chris Kelling, P. Barnes. Mr. Thomas is here. What's up? Great to see you. Good morning, Hez, and happy Monday. How do you stop a bull from charging? Take away his credit card. Right. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. God bless P. Barnes. Absolutely. Electric Glide 28 is here. Hello, all. Back from vacation. All right. Great to have you back. Great to see you. Let's see. P. Barnes, Highway Star, Tiny Chihuahua, Chris Killing, Electric Glide 28, Kingster 2000. Good morning, all. That's everybody. All is. All right. Good morning. Great to see you, as always. Texas Tim's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend. Absolutely, positively. Amazing stuff. Paulie 540 at Carolina Fort Worth. Carolina Fort Worth arrest looked messy. Hey, I got it out. Tongue time. Jason Gutterman. Yeah, somebody said something to me about that, but I didn't see it yet. If you guys got a link to it, I could show it today. Or let me know who showed it or who has it. Let's see. Yes, we're going to give you guys an option. You can either hit the like button or the like button. Those are the two best ones. Last Saturday/Sunday was an American Radio Relay League's field day. My club actually participated for the first time in 20 years. I mopped up on the number of contacts. Nice. That's awesome. That's here. You know what? Round of applause for that. All right. Before they invented the internet, like that was it too. Like if you wanted to do what I'm doing, you would have to kind of try and set up your own radio, and then you could there was some movie. Oh, what the heck was it? Rube Maximilian, what's up? Good to see you. Good morning, Hez, and the rest of the Rash family here from the left coast. All right. But yeah, there was a movie, I think it was back in the late 80s, maybe early 90s, about this kid who had a ham radio and started like his own show. And then like all the teenagers, that were like, oh man, see, I haven't seen the movie in so long. I'm just trying to remember, but it was something where like all these kids, like all the kids that were picked on and teased and weren't accepted by everyone else in school and all that, all started listening to his show, and he became like this superstar among like, all the underground kids basically. And it was like this whole big thing started because of the stuff he was saying on the radio, and the whole movie is like him leading this almost like revolution with these teenagers. Can't remember the name of it though. It was Christian Slater played the DJ guy or whatever. Keebler, no sugarcoating truth. All right, what's up? Hez, out of respect, please do not do Carolina today. She's a close friend of mine, and I stayed up 2 days worried and praying for her. Oh, well, like I said, I didn't know anything about it. I heard somebody said something earlier. But for you, okay, you know what? For you, I won't. Absolutely. I've always had nothing but respect for you. So, Society Red, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Tiny Chihuahua Life, Highway Star. No, I'm not. You know what? If for you, I'm not going to play it, because if I do, then it's just going to be, I'm sure people are going to be, teasing or whatever. And like, no, out of respect for you, I'll go ahead and I'll skip that one. Good to see you, little Chihuahua, and cheers to my friend P. Barnes from across the pond. My wife is up with a neck ache way too early here. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, Rube, you usually don't come in this early, but it's great to have you here. Wow. I noticed that here in Wisconsin, it seems like people really like their loud cars and their loud motorcycles. Like there can't be that many people with broken mufflers, can there? It seems like they do it intentionally sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see so many beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, amazing people here, as always. And I was going to start the show today with, let's take a minute and go back and talk about this weekend, because this weekend was kind of crazy here in a good way, crazy good. So I had 3 of my kids here, both the boys and one of my daughters was here the whole weekend. My youngest son is still here. Sometimes I think if it was up to him, he'd never leave. Sorry, they already, partially it was also because they already have plans. Hey, Unclean Hands is here. What's up, Unclean? It's great to see you. They already have plans because, like, with the 4th of July coming up and everything, next weekend, they're spending the whole weekend over at their aunt's house on their mother's side. So they're not going to be able to come here. So that's why they were all here this weekend, because next weekend they're not going to be able to come at all. But so anyway, one of my neighbors, like every day I always walk around here, you know, not just because I don't have a car and I have to, but I mean, like, just like to get outside, to get some exercise, to get some air, to, you know, do something. Like, I walk a lot. And like a couple houses down from my apartment building, there's, you know, a couple that lives there, an older retired couple, and I walk past them all the time. And over the last couple of weeks, I've kind of, you know, met them and started talking to them, saying hello. Cynthia Karen Shaw's here. What's up? Christian Slater, pump up the volume. Yes. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much. That's the movie I was thinking of. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yay. So anyway, let me take a sip of this. So I'm walking by there all the time. And I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday, because this whole weekend, it was like crazy. With this, once this started, it was like this chain of events that led to just like all this really cool stuff. So the woman, the neighbor lady, she sees me out there and she says, hey, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, I don't care. What's up? You know? I'm like, yeah, how you doing? And she's like, you look like somebody I know. And they don't believe me. I keep telling them my new neighbor looks like you. So do you mind if I take a picture with you? And I'll send them the picture to show you. And I'm like, I don't care, you know? So I posed for a picture with her and I'm like, you know, me being me. And she laughed and her husband laughed and they thought it was great. And I kind of mentioned this, I think it was on Doc's stream, or maybe it was mine at the time. Lexi Ann, what's up? But she was really nice, and we started talking, and she was like, hey, you know, you got your kids over there, you got all this stuff. Kids usually eat a lot. Do you need some food? And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I always need food, you know. So she started giving me a bunch of stuff to eat. And I thought that, you know, it was great. It was really nice of her. It was awesome. But then over the course of the weekend, because she's right there, her and her husband, they came over here and we talked to them for a while and they met the kids and then we went over by them. And now it's like she's telling me, look, this is what she said. She said, God's telling me to help you. So I'm going to give you this and I'm going to give you that. So then the little guy, I want to help you guys get more food and stuff. So then she turns to Minnie Hez and she says, so what do you like to eat? And this is the part where it gets like, is this going to end with them robbing you? No, unclean. No. So they ask my son, what do you like to eat? And he starts giving them a list. Okay, so I need you to get me hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream. It has to be mint chocolate chip ice cream, or vanilla or strawberry or Rocky Road, but mint chocolate chip's my favorite. But you can get cookie dough ice cream as well. We need eggs. We need milk. We need Kool-Aid. And he's like, and I'm like, dude, these people are trying to be nice, and you're giving it. And the lady, she's writing it down, everything he's saying. And I'm like, oh, come on, boy. You know, these people are offering to help us get something to eat because you guys eat a lot, and, you know, obviously, blah, 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 whatever. And they're just trying to be nice and help us out. And you're sitting there giving her a list of like all these things you want. That seems like kind of rude or whatever. But the point is, they actually went to the store and got everything on the list and then brought it back here. And I was just like, I mean, thank you, but wow. Like, like, holy cow. It was amazingly generous. I couldn't believe it. It was like, it really was a blessing. And especially because she specifically said, you know, like she felt like God told her to do this. So I'm like, see, this is a blessing. This is amazing. This is great. Thank you so much. And the kids were here, you know, and they were just like, I don't believe this. This is great. All this stuff, you know. It was, you know, I mean, what can I say except thank you. Thank you to them. Wonderful people. They're so nice, so friendly, and so amazingly generous. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at how nice they were and how generous they were. But they were saying, you know, people are always helping us out, so we always help people out. So I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, that's a beautiful thing. So anyway, yeah, that was my weekend. But now I got Kool-Aid. But no, we actually have enough food to actually feed the kids. We had hamburgers yesterday on pretzel buns. And the kids were like, this is so good. This is the best dinner we've had in months. It was great. Great stuff. Anyway, so yeah, it was a crazy weekend and just, you know, an amazing situation to have had happen. So I just wanted again to say, you know, to publicly thank them, you know, for everything they did and you know, that I truly appreciate it so much. And I never expected it to be, you know, anywhere near what it was. So God bless them and all of you guys and everyone who needs anything, you know. I hope you get it, man. It's it was a wild weekend. But so anyway, and then with the kids, and we always listen to music, we always watch movies, I always try to show them stuff. Last night, after the little guy fell asleep, my son, Jason got everything. So my daughter was saying, I like horror movies. Do you guys know any good horror movies? So my son, again, this is after the little guy's sleeping. My son's like, Dad, remember that movie we watched on Halloween? I'm like, which one? He's like, Return of the Living Dead. We should show her that. So I'm like, what? That movie's crazy. And he's like, yeah, that's why we should show it to her. She's begging us to show her a horror movie. And I remember I saw that movie in the theater when I was 11. And they're both older than that. And they actually have a PG-13 version of it on here. But so anyway, we watched it and she thought it was great. Her favorite part is when, if you haven't seen the movie, you won't know what I'm talking about. But her favorite part was there's a scene where the paramedics come and then the zombies eat the paramedics. And then they hear the radio from dispatch saying, hello, this is dispatch. Are you guys okay? And one of the zombies grabs the radio while they're eating a paramedic, grabs the radio and goes, send more paramedics. So then the paramedics come and then they never respond. So then the cops come and then they eat all the cops. And then again, the same gag later in the movie, they hear the radio going and they're eating a cop and he grabs the radio and goes, send more cops. That movie's crazy. It's silly. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing in and of itself. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Monday. It's Monday. I had kind of a wild weekend, but there it is. It was all good in the end. Oh, and I did go up on Doc's stream for a while, or I did watch it anyway. Yeah, I was up there. It was the Star Wars versus Star Trek stream, and that was fun. Blackheart Night was there. Frauditor Comedy Show was there. Ray, oh, beautiful Ray was there. Mr. Thomas was there, and of course Doc Lanu was there. And I was up there, and we were talking about Star Wars versus Star Trek and the differences and all that. And it was wild because, like, I knew, that Blackheart Night and Frauditor Comedy Show were into sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. But those two really knew their stuff. Like, really knew their stuff on both shows. So that was, like, really what, like, I was listening to that, I'm like, wow, this is impressive. Like they really know their stuff when it comes to that. So that was good stuff. That was a lot of fun. Good morning, Chef M80. Great to see you. Paw Patrol is here. Did I say hello to Paw Patrol? What's up, Paw Patrol? Arf, arf. It's a hard knock life for dogs when all they eat is frogs? What? I don't know. Hey, they can't all be hits. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, it's time to start the show. Get this starty parted. I want to start with a Van Balian video because we haven't watched Van Balian in a minute. And I always like to spread the love. This is looks like it's a soft stick getting pulled over. Sovereign citizen gets what he deserves when he demands a no-nonsense supervisor. It sounds like a good one, so I want to watch that first. So let's go ahead and get that going, ladies and gentlemen. Here we no. Hey. It's live, ladies and gentlemen. Mistakes are going to happen. What are you going to do? I growl when Snowy comes near my human food. It works. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got to learn how to speak dog. Dog comes up to you, starts sniffing your food. All right, buddy. All right. Chill. Anyway, let's check this video out, guys. All right. Van Balian, ladies and gentlemen. Van Balian. Here you go.
You're not special.
Decisions. Can you call the supervisor here? Because I don't know how long you've been on the job.
You gotta get told tonight.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Hondo, Texas for a video where an arrogant sovereign citizen finds out the fastest way to get your Chevy Camaro impounded is by listening to Conmen Online. Right, let's get into the video.
Hey man, could you do me a favor? I'm blocking the entryway. Could you pull up just a little bit so I can get right behind you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. How's it going? Officer Martinez on a piece for me.
Nice
hey man, we've stopped you before, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Hey, obviously you know the reason for the stop, man. I saw that
the plates,
license plate.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license with you?
What's the reason?
You know the reason.
Right, but so you're saying that I don't have the license plate, so you need to identify me?
Yes, it's a traffic infraction. I mean, we had a really long discussion, like an hour and a half.
Yeah, for sure.
What, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
No, I for sure. It's all on video. I remember it.
Yeah.
Now, a sovereign citizen wasting time and dragging a traffic stop out for an hour and a half over a minor violation is not that surprising. But the fact that this happened in the state of Texas is...
So I can provide my driver's license since I'm basically you're asking me to provide it for you, right?
Yeah, I'm asking.
So... respectfully, you already know my name, so
I don't. I just remember you said it was like Blackfoot because you're Native American.
Right. That's the license plate. I mean, that's the name that I would prefer to go by, but the state knows me by this name. Here's my driver's license.
Well, he seems to have a driver's license at least. and he's not been a total dick about handing it over. So I would say there is hope for this guy. That was until I looked at one of his pages. And as you can see, not only is he way down inside that rabbit hole, he believes the earth is flat as well. So it's only a matter of time before we see a video of him rescinding his driver's license at the DMV.
I can provide you the contract because I do have it with me this time. So last time that I encountered you, I wasn't able to provide the contract because I didn't have it on me, but I do have it on me right now.
Take a look at it?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be my briefcase.
You said you bought this car from your cousin, right?
Yeah, so it's my cousin's wife's vehicle, but he's the one that kind of hooked me up.
Yeah, this all sounds a bit vague to me. Does the previous owner, who appears to be family, know about your unwillingness to abide by the law? And did they know what they were getting themselves into with that supposed contract? I do hope they read it. And what's going on with the title? Have you transferred it into your name yet? Because that could be a problem for them in the future. And not registering it is going to be a problem if and when you try to get it released from the tow yard.
So this is what I gave the trooper that, obviously has nothing to do with the contract.
Is this the code of ethics?
Yeah, that's the code of ethics. I mean, here's the contract.
Sorry. How you doing? I'm good.
So yeah, and it's kind of a lengthy contract, but there's just a few clauses that kind of outline.
Who did this contract?
I did.
Okay.
So it was drafted by me, signed to and agreed by the lady that owned this vehicle.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend and act like I understand all of it, man.
Yeah, there's a definition section kind of put in plain language.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that supposed contract of sale going to be enough to get it out of car jail when the time comes? Or will you need to involve the previous owner in all these shenanigans? Time will tell, I guess. By the way, I would love to pore over this supposed contract just for fun, especially the definition section, which will no doubt be cherry-picked to fit his narrative.
So it's not trying to be like over anybody's head, I'm trying to be fully plain language, like anybody can interpret it. They don't have to be like versed in legal jargon, you know what I mean? So
gonna be honest, I definitely don't have all the time in the world to read through this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I remember giving you my personal Gerber for you to put on your back license plate, and I'm not 100% sure if you're totally aware, but you're supposed to have license plates on the front and the back of the vehicle. And I think
that was the warning, right? Yeah, that was the warning.
Palacios just said, "Hey, just put the back one on."
Yeah.
Was there a reason you took it back off? Because I've seen you around. Right.
Yeah, I told him. So whenever he said, I told him, yeah, whenever I get home, I'm probably going to take it off, officer, because.
Yeah, but I saw you maybe 2 or 3 times, and I saw the license plate on there, and then I just want to know why you took it.
Oh, so you're probably talking about the day after I got pulled over or something. Like I had just left it on there for convenience because I had to go to work. But yeah, I removed it because, I'm trying to make a statement, not necessarily comply with something that I think is against my freedoms. So.
Well, get used to seeing your vehicle on the back of a tow truck then, and get ready to spend a lot of time in and out of courtrooms. That's all I've got to say to that.
And like I told him, it's not even registered to me. It's not even valid. So for me, it's just doing it for y'all, which I don't really feel compelled.
With the purchase of a vehicle, the state of Texas requires that you register that vehicle within 30 days of purchasing it. And I've noticed that you purchased it April 28th.
Right.
Right. What day is today?
It's past 30 days, probably like a week past 30 days or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Did you have insurance on it, or did you do the self-insurance bond?
So I haven't done any insurance. I'm still in the process of getting my bond, and I don't have a problem answering that question because
Yeah, you just
I'm
answered
already-
it for me.
right.
You just said that you don't have insurance.
right.
All
And
right, and just because you said you're in the process of getting a self-insurance bond,
mhm.
that doesn't mean that you're still able to drive the vehicle. You need to have some sort of liability insurance in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I'm aware of your position, but like I said, I'm
Yeah.
challenging the constitutionality. If you want to,
No, I
if you want to
definitely-
cite
I
me, you know,
totally-
there's
Yeah, from the officer's tone, I think he's going to do a bit more than cite you today, especially after giving you a break by not towing your vehicle on that previous stop. You know, when you gave an identical answer for why you didn't have insurance yet. Also, good luck with challenging the constitutionality of vehicle insurance and registration, but I think the 10th Amendment might have something to say about that.
it's I feel like it's coming past that point, man. I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of the officers have been pretty understanding. I definitely support what you do,
yeah,
and I definitely support your freedoms and things like that. But you have to understand you're not special. Everybody else has insurance. Everybody else registers their vehicle with the state of Texas. I understand where you're coming from when you say it's a sort of a tax on the vehicles, and I get that. But you have a driver's license. You signed into a contract. You said you were
Right.
18 when you signed it. You
and I'm
didn't know-
actually planning on rescinding that contract with the
so
court.
you rescind this license,
Mhm.
you're gonna make it that much more difficult for yourself, man. Because at that point, we might see you, and if you turn this over, like we've discussed before.
Right, I'm not going to turn it over now because you're not competent to rescind the
No, I'm
contract.
competent, man.
Well,
I just think
I mean, not
I'm not gonna throw names.
saying, like,
I
judges-
support everything you do.
basically what I'm
I
saying.
do.
I'm not saying you're incompetent. I'm saying
Right.
like only judges can rescind the contract because it has to be done like formally. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Okay.
you're incompetent. I'm
Wow. How to get your vehicle impounded 101. First, drive without insurance and registration. And when you get pulled over by the officer who previously gave you a break, insult his intelligence and competence to do his job. And that's bound to do the trick.
I'm saying,
Was this done formally? Because this needs to be notarized.
yeah, it was signed up with 2 witnesses present, which
But
is
it
in
was
Texas.
a notary public of the state of Texas. Did they notarize it for you? Because this contract's null and void if there's no notary.
Well, in Texas, it can be 2 witnesses present as well. So
Okay.
it's a notary,
I
or
wasn't aware of that.
right. You can. I mean, if you want to correct me, if you want to look it
No,
up,
I'm not going to correct you because I don't have the facts.
okay.
Okay.
But
I'll obviously research it
Right,
afterwards.
for sure.
I
I can provide you the phone numbers of those 2 witnesses if you would
don't
like.
want to bother them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't want to bother them.
Yeah, I don't think you being the owner of the vehicle is really an issue here. I think this is more about your reluctance to register it in accordance with the law and then continuing to drive it around without plates and proof of financial responsibility after receiving multiple tickets for said violations.
I just I get what you do, and I support it, man.
Mhm.
I really do. Okay, I'm a patriot.
Right.
I love this country. Okay, and there are some things that I don't necessarily agree with.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you kind of put yourself out there.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
asking
it's-
for citations. I know.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if you want to kind of get
I don't
together,
want to do that, man, because you've gotten, I don't know what, 4 citations, 5 citations already.
Right, I've already had 5
I'm not
citations.
100% sure. I know.
you want me to name them for you?
Custodians-
because I can put them like on the record. I'm not too worried about it. But
I think he's actually trying to tell you that he's done giving you just citations and letting you drive away. In fact, I think backup and the tow truck have already been called, but let's see how long it takes for him to realise it. Or will the officer have to just come out and tell him straight that he's towing his vehicle, maybe?
I'm just saying, like, the last time, your officer Palacios, he kind of forced me to sign a contract, which I looked up the refusal to sign, and it didn't even have the 30 days to change your address offense listed as one of the offenses where.
And you could always bring that up to the judge.
Right. And I'm going to, if I even, entertain the citation, because I did, I was forced into it. And like I was reading the citation's bold statement, it says that it only creates an offense by not complying with the citation if I made a promise to appear. So
whether you sign it or not, you still have to appear.
I'm sure
When you
that's
sign
like,
it, it's like a goodwill gesture saying, Yeah, I don't agree
consent.
with this citation, but I'm still gonna. I promise the court that I'm gonna appear. That's all it is.
Right, it's a promise, and like I'm not gonna make a promise that I don't feel like I have to make. So,
Right.
but he ended up making me sign it. So, which is why I put threat, duress, and coercion.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like that officer gave you a choice. Follow a law that has literally been a thing since 2017 in Texas, or go to jail. You either need to learn what being under threat, duress, and coercion actually is, or stop using that term altogether, because listening to you describe what happened is giving me secondhand embarrassment.
And I'm not trying to.
I don't know.
I'm not trying to put. I'm not trying to risk.
People that have $8,500 laying around.
Right. I'm not trying to risk just like losing the vehicle, because obviously I value it. But honestly, like.
Do you have the license plates with you?
Right. You want me to put them back on? I can put them on for you.
I don't want to do that in public, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want to create a scene.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I want to do.
Well, I just really went to go get water. I'm going back home. I can stay up, I'm not promising anything, but I'm not going to be, harassing anybody. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm just doing things out of necessity, going to the store to eat, get groceries, going to get water.
Right.
Going to wash my car, going to work. So.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, the persecution complex is getting a bit much now. Let's skip ahead 15 minutes to where the officer breaks the bad news to him, and then to where the supervisor arrives.
Where you put the front license plate on camera.
The back one.
The back license plate up on camera, and then you purposely taking it off. It doesn't look too good, man.
Well, no, I told the officer I was going to do that.
I know, but you can't. Okay.
So do you want me to put it back on, or you're already set in your decision? Because you do have discretion.
Unfortunately, I'm already set in my decision.
Alrighty. Well, before you make any decisions, can you call the supervisor here? Because I don't know how long you've been on the job, but can you call the supervisor just so we can talk it out with another officer?
Yeah, I can.
All right, thank you for that.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
What part of I'm already set in my decision did you not understand? That Camaro is going to car jail, dude. Supervisor or no supervisor, get comfortable with it. Also, if you want to try and convince a cop to not tow your vehicle, you might want to drop the not so subtle attempts at emasculation and try not to undermine his position by demanding to speak with his superior.
Excuse me, officer, can I get your name and badge number for the record?
Do you have your license plate with you?
Yes, sir. I also have my drill just in case I need to put it back on for you.
Okay.
It's in the trunk? It's in the trunk. You want me to open it for you? There might be one inside the vehicle.
Do you remember the license plate number so I don't have to go digging through your car?
It's on the contract that I give you.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Well, what page?
It's the first page. The VIN number's there.
Okay, well, my supervisor's here.
Alrighty. Hi there, officer. Can I get your name and badge number?
Badge number 824. What's going on?
The last encounter I had with this police officer, he kind of was informed of the situation. I'm challenging the constitutionality of certain statutes that compel me into a contract against my will because I'm studying the law.
I don't want to hear all that story maybe for too long. You've been advised before you didn't switch to the vehicle. The vehicle's not registered, so because you're gonna get told tonight. You're gonna get told tonight.
So
anything you want to fight, argue, you have to speak with the judge. Okay, sir? Anything you need to speak with the judge. As of right now, the vehicle's gonna get towed.
Okay.
You've been advised before, you didn't switch in the vehicle, and your vehicle's not registered.
Right. But he told me I could put on the plate and then I would be
We're past that point. And you remove them again as I can see, right?
I did remove the back one.
You're gonna get towed.
Well, they're threatening to tow my vehicle. They're threatening to steal my property where I can't get it back because it has no insurance, it has no registration.
Yeah, that wasn't a threat to tow your vehicle. That was a promise. In fact, I guarantee that the tow truck is en route as we speak. And rightly so. All you've done is waste everyone's time and energy with your pseudo-legal garbage arguments. Arguments that have no place in a courtroom, let alone a parking lot. So I have absolutely no sympathy for you whatsoever. But I do hope your Camaro gets a more deserving owner in the near future. Anyway, let's skip ahead 15 minutes to where they finally get him out of the vehicle and the tow truck arrives.
Man, can you step out of the car, please?
For sure. Let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me get this straight. I just got water to water my plants, feed my dog, and you guys are gonna take my water, my vehicle. Actually, I need to turn the vehicle off.
Oh, okay, good.
My flute. I think I have my work hat in here somewhere.
You could grab it.
Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna call the tow truck. The tow truck's gonna take it and put it where?
I think it's
City of
God
Hondo
Country's-
impound over there.
No, I think God Country's towing is getting hold of the vehicle.
What does that mean?
They're gonna tow the vehicle.
I know, but like, where are they gonna take it? Is what I'm saying.
I think they'll be able to get you the address. They can give you a business card. Where do you live?
Down the road.
Take you home, man. It's not fun for me.
Your sergeant didn't seem very competent. So I understand you're kind of like under his will, but that guy was not, he shouldn't be in his position. I don't care who he thinks he is or how long he's been there, but he had no willingness to speak any words to me. He said, hey, you're going to speak to the judge, obviously because he knows he's not competent to speak with me, but it's just ridiculous. I'm going to stay here and watch the tow truck take the car because I need to make sure they're not damaging my property.
Okay.
And
do you want me to take you home?
it just really sucks because I need that water.
Good.
And
We could put the water in the back of my car, dude. We could.
okay, if we could do that, I would really appreciate that.
I'll let you know.
But no, I mean, you know,
Well, look, man.
I'm gonna close the trunk.
Yeah, go ahead. Are we gonna? I'm going to issue the citations.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I gotta pull it up real quick.
Right, so he was cited for failure to display a license plate, failure to take financial responsibility, and he was given a warning for expired registration because it had only recently expired. This was his second citation for no insurance, so of course he tried to claim double jeopardy. No, I am not kidding. Go watch the full 53-minute video, link in the description. But do have face palm protection at the ready. The officer put him right on that one, of course. The video playing here is part 2, which doesn't add a right lot apart from the car being pulled onto the back of the tow truck, which I know you guys will appreciate. I will just add that the officer that pulled him over offered to give him and his belongings a lift home. He rewarded that kind gesture by calling him a tyrant in the video title. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then the links to do all that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.
All right, all right, all right. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Van Bellion. All right. We got €5.99 from Bano super sticker. Thank you so much. Here is your happy dance. All right, here we go. All right, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, Bano, thank you a lot. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. What's up, Hez? What's up, Richard? How you doing today? Great to see you. Great to see everybody here. Look at all the people that came in while that was playing. We got Chef M80 in the house. Darling Renee in the house. Of course, Bano. All right. Let's see. Florida Jim is here. Let's see. I saw Ancient Chart Music and Art. Let's see. I saw Parson 1122. What's up, Chris Killing? Chuck is here. All right. So many great people. Script Cat, of course, is here. What's up? Paul Cohen is here. Oh, my goodness. I love you guys. Best fans in the world. Oh, man. Have I got a great group of fans or what, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, my goodness gracious me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love you guys. All right. So anyway, here's one of the obviously, when it comes to the sovereign citizens, there's a billion and oh, Billy Yanks here. What's up, Billy? Great to see you. Hey, in the words of the late Jason Gutterman. No, Willie Mays. That's right. Billy Yank, what's up? William Grabber, Darling Renee. You know what? That made me think of what was that show? There was the one kid he'd go, hey. Like every time he said hello, hey. What's happening? Or was that what's happening now? It was one of those two. Same character, same actor, and all that. But anyway, one of the things with the soft sets, there's a million things with them, of course, right? But the one thing that really, really has always bothered me, probably the most as far as like their traffic violations and stuff, is like, what's going to happen? And I saw a video a long time ago where this actually did happen, but it's like it was a thing that happened, and then I don't know what happened afterwards, you know? Like I never saw any follow-up videos with it or anything, and it was so long ago I wouldn't even know where to begin looking to find out. But I've only seen a situation where this actually happened once that I'm aware of. But all of these guys who refuse to get insurance, what happens when they get in an accident? Especially if it's their fault. Are they all that rich that they can afford to pay for it? What if somebody dies and it's their fault because they hit them with their car and they don't have insurance? They're going to make the family whole how? By going to the funeral and telling the family, stop grieving for your dead loved one. Stop crying and stop getting mad at me for murdering them. All that matters is that my rights weren't violated when I ran over your son. So you should be happy because I didn't have any insurance because I didn't let them violate my rights. See? Like, I don't get the ones that not the ones, all of them, that don't believe in insurance. Like, what do you do if you get in an accident? You're that rich that you can afford. And if somebody actually dies or whatever, it isn't about just having the money, but the family's supposed to be happy that you were standing up for your rights when you killed their family member with your car. Like, I don't get that aspect of it. I mean, again, I don't get, well, this is the thing. Obviously, we know they're wrong about the whole driver's license thing and the license plate thing and all that. But at least looking from their point of view, I understand their argument. I don't agree with it. I know for a fact it's wrong, but I comprehend the words that they're saying. Even though it's word salad, I speak English. I understand the words that they're saying. But the insurance thing makes no sense to me at all. It's like, what are you supposed to do if there's an accident? Oh, screw them. As long as I get to be a sovereign, who cares if I cause loss, injury, or harm to another? And that's really what kills me with the soft sets. And I've said this before. You know, it's always this, if you hear them talk, they will say, well, I don't have to do anything as long as I'm not causing loss, injury, or harm. As long as there's no victim, no crime was committed. But then whenever a sovereign citizen actually does get busted committing a crime, a real crime that has a real victim, they just say, well, you don't have jurisdiction to prosecute me for anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can have victims. I can run over people in my car. I could steal money. I could slam my car into your wall. And yeah, actually, that is an example of a time that we saw exactly that happen. And what were the results? He argued, well, it doesn't matter that I did that because you don't have jurisdiction to prosecute me anyway. Billy Yank for $5. A lot of insurance companies now have uninsured motorist coverage. It's rather expensive, and it has contributed to an inflated insurance rates. Well, yeah, exactly. Because especially if you're the victim of the accident, obviously, you know, you have insurance, so you're not going to pay for it. And he doesn't have insurance, and he's not paying for it, so somebody has to. So that makes sense. But yeah, that's not that's not good. Thank you for the super chat. And they don't care about the people they hurt. That's a fact. Billy Yank, did I throw you a happy dance just in case that's even? All right. Thank you so much. And don't forget, it's almost the end of the month. We decided to bring back the monthly giveaways this month, so that gets your name added to the drawing for this month. It's going to be good stuff. All right. And yes, they do have jurisdiction. Yes, they do. Absolutely. I was watching one. See, it was a couple days ago, so I'm not sure which one it was when I go through my watch history, so I don't have it on deck for today. But I was watching one the other day where somebody, a softset, was talking to a judge, and you could tell that this particular judge in this video that I'm thinking of hasn't dealt with sovereign citizens before and has no idea. Because if you don't know what the sovereign citizen movement is, I can fully understand if you don't know what the sovereign citizen movement is, the first time you come across one of these guys, just being confused. And like a lot of times you see judges who've never seen these guys before end up giving them, you know, competency evaluations because they think, are these people nuts? What are they talking about? They're just a little randomly spotting gobbledygook and word salad. It doesn't make any sense. But this particular judge seemed very much like she had never come across a softset before. But I thought it was hilarious because at one point, I should have saved the video because just that one clip was so hilarious to me. The guy said, no, you can't prosecute me. You have no jurisdiction. And the judge is like, well, wait, let me see. You know, because, again, when they don't know, they're always like, oh, wait, let me see. Were you pulled over in a different county, you know, or something? Like she's checking. Well, you were pulled over in this county by this officer who works for this county, and you were sent to this court, you know. So, yeah, we have the jurisdiction. And he's like, no, this is a maritime court. And the judge is like, we're not on the water. We're not in the ocean right now. What are you talking about? Maritime is about water. It's about the sea. Where are you you weren't in a boat. You were in a car. What are you talking about? And I'm like, yes. You give it to him, Judge. You tell him. Like, oh, dearie dear. These guys are so dumb. And one of the worst parts is, like, when you talk to these guys and you try to explain stuff to them, it's like, because in a lot of cases, the majority of cases with soft-sets, they're gullible people who fell for a grift, basically, is what it comes down to. They met someone or saw something online, or somebody who's into this whole soft-set thing, and they explained it to them and they fell for it, right? But some of them, it's like you try to explain this stuff to them, and it's not that they're stupid. They just choose to ignore. They're willfully ignorant. They choose to ignore the facts you're telling them. They just say no. Same thing like when the soft-sits, or the frauditors, when they're trespassed. Dude, this is private property. No, it isn't. Oh, well, gosh, thanks for telling me. I didn't know. Go ahead, sit down, make yourself comfortable. Like, what do you mean, no? Like, you don't just say, no, it's not, and then magically that makes it so. Same thing here. You need a license. No, I don't. Oh, well, I guess that you said it, so that's magic now. It's the facts. You don't have jurisdiction. Oh, now that you said that, I guess we can't do anything about it. Just go out there and do whatever you want. No consequences. Nobody cares. We don't live in a civilized society. No, we're just random idiots running around doing whatever the heck they want with no consequences, no remorse, no heart, no feeling, no anything. Just a bunch of butterbrain douche canoes causing all kinds of trouble. Butterbrain douche canoes. Gonna take them down on the double. Hey, all right. I prefer the one judge who sent us opposite away because he didn't have his script memorized and gave him a real fighting chance to try sounding smart. Yes, I remember that. That was just recent, right? Where the judge is like, you know what? The judge actually said, listen, you obviously don't know your sovereign citizen script, so I'm going to give you time. I'm going to, whatever they call it, move this case a couple weeks to give you more time to study up some more and maybe learn something and then come back and yeah, that was a good one. One day America will have all zombies. Well, sometimes watching the way Frauditors and Soffsits act, you start thinking that maybe that already happened. And that's them. Like I did a short a while ago where I said that I had a theory that years ago the government figured out how to make a 3D printed brain and that they wanted to test them out. So in secret, they snuck into people's houses and operated on them and replaced their brains with 3D printed brains. And that's where Frauditors and Sovereign Citizens come from. Any news on Frauditor News Network and Ray? Ray was just on the Doc Leno show with me and Mr. Thomas and Blackheart and Frauditor Comedy Show just the other day. She's doing, I know you're kidding. I know we're having fun. We're having fun. But yeah, so as far as I know, Ray's holding up, doing what she's got to do. She's really, really trying hard to follow doctor's orders. So that's that's the primary reason she hasn't been active online. It's not, it is medical related, of course, but she's all right for the moment. She's doing well. So, and if you watch her channel, she's been uploading cat videos like crazy because she's got plenty of time to film the cat, So, she's a lot of fun. You guys know I love Ray dearly. And, always my thoughts and prayers. And as far as Frauditor News Network, she had her surgery on, I think it was Thursday. And I don't know. I haven't heard from her yet. I don't know if she's still in the hospital or if she's been released yet or what. It's gonna be a long, slow process because her entire trachea I don't know specifically if it was which tube it was, if it was the trachea specifically, but I know that in her throat they had to take out a whole piece of tubing and replace it with plastic, and that's not going to be an easy rehab, learning how to swallow and survive with something that's not your actual muscles and stuff and sinew in there. But of course we love her too, and always, God bless Frauditor News Network, and all of our thoughts and prayers with Maggie, of course. Maybe sovereign citizens and frauditors know the truth, and we're the zombies. Well, that's what they would say, but it's kind of hard to argue when they go to court and it's like, no, you're wrong, and everyone who knows what they're talking about tells them they're wrong. It's like, maybe it's not just us who thinks that. And again, when you're here, right, we talk about these guys every day. We watch these videos and we see more and more of them popping up all over the place. But if you look at the number of people that are actually out there doing this stuff, and even look at their fans, look at someone like Long Island Audit with all of his fans and everything that's going on, the entire number of all all of these people globally is enough to fill maybe a football stadium. That's it. In the grand scheme of things, that's nothing. That's less than one grain of salt in the ocean. It's nothing. You know, since we're immersed in it, it seems like, whoa, all these people are out there thinking this stuff, but in reality, it's a very, very, again, like I always say, just go next time you leave the house and you see just a random person on the street, just stop them real quick and ask them if they've ever even heard of a First Amendment auditor or a sovereign citizen. Maybe because the sovereign citizen thing's been around a lot longer. Maybe they might have heard something or they're not sure what it means, but they would have heard the term, especially because now there's going to be a sovereign citizen movie coming out about those two sovcits that got pulled over and then got rid of the cop that pulled them over. They're making a movie about those guys. People that are already protesting it, and they haven't even finished filming it yet. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, how do we know the red? Yeah. How do we know that the steak actually does taste good? Yeah, The Matrix. Oh, boy. That was a fun movie, though. I mean, you know, but, yeah, obviously, you know, whatever. Do we live in a simulation? Well, if we do, somebody screwed up because they made sovcits and frauditors. Hey, we got 5 gifted memberships from Parson. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Woo-hoo. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, I'm gonna make some waves now. Garfield or Heathcliff? Just write either Garfield or Heathcliff in the chat. Which one do you prefer? Who's funnier? Because I was just thinking I hate Mondays, which made me think of Garfield, which made me think of, you know, Heathcliff is older. He was around before Garfield. Robert Custos. All right. Yes. If you remember, Dean Torrance from Janet Dean had a terrible accident in 1966 that nearly killed him. He had a long battle with recovery, but unfortunately, it left him permanently. Well, yeah. But you know what? It's the little old lady from Pasadena. Everybody knows ain't nobody meaner than the little old lady from Pasadena. Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go. Hey, check it out. I said, who do you vote for, Garfield or Heathcliff? And Parson said, Marmaduke. Yes. I love it. Tell Ray to take care. I had to have my jaw completely replaced with 3D printed milk jug. Nice. I love that. Cancer sucks 3 years in it. So somebody asked about Ray and Maggie from the Frauditor News Network. So Maggie's the one with the cancer. Ray is the one with the type 1 diabetes that has she's gotten to the point now where her kidneys are starting to not work, and she just had another amputation just a few weeks ago. But yeah, that's just in case, because based on the way you wrote that, I didn't know if you thought I was talking about her when I was talking about Maggie, because I mentioned both of them like at the same time. But yes, absolutely. Top Cat, the undisputable leader of the pack. He's a king, he's a thing, he's everything. He's the most top Cat. And I love the fact that he had his voice, Top Cat's voice was kind of a low grade Cary Grant, you know. Hey, everybody, I can't do Cary Grant, can I? Speaking of which, I was so embarrassed. I turned red. But I was talking to my son just this past weekend, and because over the last couple weeks, we've been doing like this sort of Alfred Hitchcock marathon. And he was noticing like certain actors, you know, like Jimmy Stewart pops up in a lot of his movies. Cary Grant pops up in a lot of his movies. And then the girls, they are always kind of changing. But like he'll see the same ones in a couple movies. But it's like, you know, and I was trying to explain to him the idea of, because it's a thing, the Hitchcock blonde. And that's what they, you know, that was a thing. That's an actual term for all the women he had in his movies. So I was trying to explain how, like, you know, the different women that he had in his movies over the years and who they were as actresses and what they did and blah, blah, blah. But in Notorious is Cary Grant and Doris Day. But we were talking about Rear Window, and I was talking about Jimmy Stewart and Doris Day. And then he was like, that was Grace Kelly. And part of me was like, I'm so proud of you that you know that. And the other part of me was like, I can't believe I screwed that up and called Grace Kelly Doris Day. Holy crap. Man, I'm getting old. Anyway, and if you don't believe I'm old, I'm talking about Grace Kelly and Doris Day. That should tell you right there how old I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next video. We're going to go with NCR News Network and entitled Punk Gets Arrested. Let's go ahead and check this one out. All right.
Hi, folks. Today I have for us some body cam footage of an entitled Brett effing around and finding out at a police station. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' continuous, ongoing support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank all of you personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Did you lose your backpack? Did somebody have it? In an Uber. In an Uber? Accidentally? So it's not like, well, you took everything on purpose. Okay, well, we could do that, the simple, polite conversation. Or you could be honest. No, I'm asking if it was stolen.
No.
So sometimes
in an Uber, you guys stopped me for no reason.
Why don't you listen?
They give me my ID back, man.
Okay, get out. You can call and make an appointment to come in.
No, man.
Yep. We're not gonna play this game with you. We're not being disrespectful.
You trying to treat me, man?
I came out here to ask you to make sure it's not stolen.
It's not stolen.
Okay,
You guys
but
know already.
I don't know that. How am I supposed to know?
The people that stop the Uber, they already know that.
How do they know that?
That means you know it already.
Know what?
Then my backpack is over here.
I know your backpack's here. Your backpack was inventory the other night because
¿Ves como mienten que no tienen aquí nada?
your backpack was
Hey, you don't
inventory.
speak Spanish, man?
No.
Your backpack was inventory because it was in a vehicle that you were not in.
I was not in.
So we need to make sure.
Why did y'all
Shut up and listen. I'm already done with it. What you need to do is listen. In order to ensure that stuff wasn't taken, we need to take it and then talk to you to make sure it's not stolen.
Nothing was stolen, man.
Okay.
But how can they know it's not stolen unless they do something to, I don't know, investigate that? Yes, tons of things are left behind in other ride shares. You know, people leave umbrellas, jackets, hats, bags. It happens all the time. But this particular Uber was stopped for another offense, and the driver was arrested. And when they inventoried and searched the car, they found a bag with your paperwork in it, your documents, whatever. How are they to know it wasn't stolen and not just simply left there by accident? if you don't let them investigate and just want to bark orders because, well, you're an arrogant child who hasn't been taught word no yet, you can see what happens later on, little man.
Well, how do
Do we have anyone that speaks Spanish working?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Because
That's
you
okay.
were not in a car.
Oh, why did
Because I just explained.
¿Ves cómo me trata María? Eso es falta de respeto, María.
Hey, Jose, let me talk.
I'm letting you talk on this.
You're not. You're interrupting, which makes this much harder to do. The reason your stuff was removed from that car was because legal documents were in there, right?
Like mine.
Okay. So because you are not there, we can't verify that that is stolen or not stolen, or if it was accidentally left in there. So us as the police, we are not going to leave documents, property that belongs to somebody else, to somebody who is not in that car. We need to make sure it is not stolen. We need to make sure, like you're saying, it was left in an Uber by accident. That happens. It happens to everybody that gets in an Uber sometimes. So that's why your stuff was taken, because you were not there. If we could give it back to you, no, listen. If you were there, you could have been like, hey, that's my bag.
Sure. What I'm saying, man, is that you guys lied, man. You guys want to be on support with the backpack for no reason.
When did I lie?
Not you, but whoever arrested my homie.
Who arrested your homie?
The one that was an Uber, I knew him.
So it was your buddy who was giving you a ride in his Uber. Now, you could have paid for it, fine. But just because it's your friend and you know it was your friend getting arrested, it doesn't change the facts. The facts are you're not in the car, your legal documents are in the car, and that person driving is not you on those documents. The cops are not going to let somebody's information that can be used to steal somebody's identity left in the vehicle. And since you're not there to claim it, like the officer has said, what can you do? You have to go to the police station and pick it up. The main issue this kid is having is the evidence locker is locked. They cannot open it at this time. They don't have access to it. He can come back in the morning and they'd be more than happy to give him his bag and his documents.
So it's your friend?
Yeah.
So you were there with your friend? It wasn't an Uber?
No, it wasn't Uber. He dropped me off there. He was about to leave. And y'all took his backpack for no reason.
So
There's no reason for you guys to check the car.
So your buddy is an Uber driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you saw the police show up, why wouldn't you just go outside and be like,
I wasn't there. I
hey,
wasn't there.
you just said you were there visiting a girl.
That's what I'm saying. But when y'all showed up, when police showed up, I wasn't in the car and I forgot my backpack.
Well, why didn't you just look outside and be like, hey guys?
Because I was visiting my girlfriend already.
This is such a crock of shit.
With your girlfriend. Your backpack had cannabis on doing it and grind. So
A grinder.
yes.
Exactly. Like I'm saying, your cops lied. They said I had 8 phones in there. I didn't even have a single phone in there. I need my backpack back, man.
Oh, that's fine. But we can't do it right now.
Yes, you can, man. You can go and get my backpack.
No, I can't. I actually don't have access to that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Y'all are all police. Y'all are all pigs.
That's fine. You can call me pig all you want.
Come, dude. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
Nigga, I got
Okay.
tomorrow morning at 8
You're gonna listen or you're gonna go? I'm telling you. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
You think I'm not gonna go?
No, I think you should go.
I am gonna go, but I need my backpack. My backpack has the papers for my court date in it.
You said you have court tomorrow, so you know you're.
That's why. But I don't know the room number.
You can go into the.
Man, I need my backpack, man.
Well, you
Yeah.
can't get it.
Yes, you can, man. You just being a hoe and you want to give my backpack.
It's not open till 8, bro.
Nah, man, y'all gotta give me my backpack.
Nope.
Nah, man, y'all
We physically cannot.
Yes, you can.
I do not have access to that.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to. All of y'all are 12. I'm saying you, all of y'all are f***ing pigs. I know there's someone back there working, checking my f***ing backpack right now, my phone and everything.
Nope, that was the other night.
Yeah, y'all were checking my shit
Oh, I was.
and my phone and everything. I just want my shit back.
Well, maybe you should have been there.
What do you mean I should have been there?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
You have my backpack back there. Give me my shit.
It's time to go.
Nah.
Get out.
Nah, hell no. I'm about to call my sister and I'm about to tell her. Because she about to tell me you're my f***ing lies.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, stupid ass bitch.
Get out.
Suck my dick, bitch.
Get out.
Get me fucking out.
Get out.
Get me fucking out. El Juanito me la pela, mira. Shh.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yes, you
but
do. You're acting like a dumbass.
I mean, that's good. I don't understand.
I said,
That's cool. Yeah.
John sucks my.
but, man, that is.
Now, I'm from a generation where if we were caught swearing in front of our parents like this, we could enjoy the nearest bar soap shoved in our mouth. The sheer fact of the matter that this kid has no respect for himself, his parents, or law enforcement doesn't surprise me, nor does it surprise me that he has a court date. The fact they cannot open up the evidence locker because they don't have the clearance to do so is falling on deaf ears with this potential idiot.
I don't roll that way, but whatever you want, buddy.
Oh. I'm not leaving, man.
Okay.
You're allowed to stay here all night. 8 a.m. When they open, they'll get you your backpack. No problem. You can sleep here if you want. Very comfortable. Yep. Please take it.
Property officers will be in about 8 a.m.
So,
Nah, y'all better do me.
yeah.
What
Yep.
are you talking about?
Don't worry. 8 a.m. We will give you your stuff. No problem.
I know, you're about to take up your ass. About that motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Oh, rub that with my too, bitch.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
fine.
Oh, smack your ass. That's why you ain't even outside. What?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Let's go outside. Take everything off.
Go outside.
You gonna take everything off? Yeah. Right. You can't take 30 seconds. Right.
You.
That's probably why you're.
Oh, is he threatening to assault a officer?
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
Hey, ain't no assault, man.
Hold on. You just said you're going to smack. Yeah. You threatening to assault? Is that what's happening right now?
Ain't no assault, man.
You just said you're going to smack an officer.
You
All right.
said you'd slap me. You stood
Yeah,
up.
that's what you just did.
Before, so.
Because you smack.
So-
You don't want to get
we're
my
not.
backpack.
We're trying to figure out why it was.
Yeah, you can arrest me if you want, but I ain't leaving this place.
Well,
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
yeah, if you arrest you, go.
You can do whatever you want, man. I don't go, man. You better give me my backpack.
All right, well, we're done because we told you we can't help you with that.
Oh, I ain't getting nothing.
That's fine.
Oh, good night.
8 a.m. tomorrow, you get your backpack, buddy. You follow me one more time, I'm going to place you under arrest.
Nah, man. I'm gonna
Sit
report
back
you
down.
too.
That's fine. Do not come into this area. It is a closed area. This is only for police personnel only. You try walking back here, you will be placed under arrest. It says police personnel only.
Where's my backpack, man?
If you go back here, you will be placed under arrest. I will tell you that right now.
Your backpack has been inventory because you were not there to receive it that night. Now back up. Good night.
Nah, man. You better go bring my backpack, man. Y'all got it back there.
Okay.
Man.
Oh no! The cupcake dance! Ladies and gentlemen, the cupcake happy dance! All right. Okay. Ole, all right. Yes. We love Cupcake, always. Yes, God bless her. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Thank you so much for reminding me, Chef. Anyway, back to the video. Real quick, though. This kid, that whole title, entitled, I mean, the mouth on this kid, seriously, like, if I was his old man, oh, man, it wouldn't be good.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you go past this barrier, you're going to be placed under arrest. You understand me?
I need my backpack.
You understand me?
And people in hell need ice water. What's your point? You left your backpack in your buddy's Uber. You keep trying to go back into a restricted area. You've already threatened to assault a law enforcement officer. You're not making the best decisions right now. You're letting your anger and your frustration cloud your better judgment. I would recommend you to go sit down, take a couple of deep breaths, and go home.
Oh, you understand me?
Knocking on that.
You understand me?
Y'all gotta give me my backpack, man.
You're going to be placed under arrest.
Get back.
Back it up. Okay, that's it. Central 3780. Can we get somebody to the front? We have a subject He detained fighting us.
Lay down. But we were recording.
Hold on. I got him. Got him. Get his hands. I got his legs.
Give me your hand.
I got his legs. Get him. That's fine. I got his legs.
Okay.
Good. I got him. All right. You gonna be calm if we bring you up?
Hey, I got.
No.
Jose. No. Y'all know I got a phone call.
No.
No.
You gonna be close?
You know I got a
All
phone call.
Jose.
You gonna
No. Y'all know I got a phone call, man.
Jose, you're under arrest.
I know, but I got my
Okay.
phone call. I know my fucking rights.
We'll get a phone call.
All right.
Hey,
I'm gonna
give
get
my
him.
phone, man. Nah, give my phone, man.
Hey,
I
it's
got
not
him.
too
I
tight,
got
are
him.
they?
Double lock him.
This is not too tight, is it?
That's still too tight. You mean a
You want me to loosen it?
nigga? Nigga, if I put that shit on you that tight, you gonna want me to do it?
Okay.
Why you gotta act like a dumbass, man?
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans here because it's not the officer who's acting like a dumbass. It's your own poor choices that ended up on the floor today. You are the one who threatened to slap an officer. You're the one who wouldn't calm down and listen to them as they try to explain that they don't have the ability to open up the secure evidence room at this time. You're the one who kept trying to go back to a restricted area, and you were the one who kept resisting arrest. Huh.
Dumbass!
I'm just here because I have my fucking phone, man. Y'all bring some fucking bitches.
And we just told you.
Nah, man, that's some bullshit. I got court tomorrow, and y'all don't want to give me my shit.
Jose, we explained that to you.
Nah, man, y'all can give me that shit. Y'all better give me my phone. I ain't getting that phone.
Don't just.
Give me that phone. Hey, I have rights, man. Give me that phone.
Your phone's right here.
Alright, and they have my backpack, my
Jose, we
my
explained
social
to you.
security, everything, man.
You got your social security card.
Man, this is the phone, man. You feel me, man? They took my backpack for no fucking reason.
All right, listen up.
They checked the card for no reason.
Jose, you gonna listen to me? I'm gonna let these guys get you up. I'm gonna sit down in the chair.
Nah, man.
Until then, you're gonna stay on the floor then.
Man, I'm at a something like my court date is on that backpack, the room number and everything. And they're gonna be bogus as hell, man.
Well, we're gonna get it.
Who's a sergeant? You are?
I am.
That's what I'm saying. They're bogus still for no reason, man.
So you're gonna do what I say, and we're gonna work it out like that.
Yeah.
So we can sit down and talk. Over
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a gentleman. Right?
Nope, I need to call my mom.
Okay. Are you gonna be a gentleman to get you up?
Yeah.
I'll let you make some phone
Hey,
calls.
hey, can you grab that? Yeah, we'll grab
Yeah, we'll grab it.
Hey, the pieces around you too.
We'll get the backing. All right. Are you gonna be good from here on out?
Man, I was never bogus.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifted memberships from Greg Jonick. Thank you so much. Here's your happy dance. Olé. All right. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Let's try that again. All right. Yes. There you go. Anyway, back to the video, guys. Woo!
So all I need is my backpack,
It's
man.
a yes or no question.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I gotta get you up. We're gonna sit down and figure this
I
out.
was never bogus to him.
Okay.
Until he disrespected me, man. He's like bogus as hell. Okay, he think he.
Let's stand up, all right?
You think he's the boss of everybody? I'm getting shit.
Let's go. You. Roll this way. Bring your knees up to your chest.
We're gonna sit on the chair over here, okay? All right. I'm Sergeant Burke.
Yeah, man.
First of all, I have no idea why you're even here. One, people under arrest for battery.
For battery, he's the one that can push me.
What's
So
going to happen
he
is,
harassed me,
what is going to
and I'm
happen
still
is
under
I'm going
arrest.
to have a different officer in the back with you and process you. Okay? From there, we're going to help you out the best of our
So you're
ability.
telling me that he harassed me, and you're still arresting me?
I interviewed you. I
So
gave you
a push-
I gave you
a
your
push
option
to
to
me-
tell me what happened.
A push to me isn't him harassing me.
So you can argue in court.
No, I'm arguing with you guys.
We all have body
Y'all,
cameras on.
all y'all know what's up with that shit. Y'all know the law, y'all know everything. And he pushed me.
So you're going to be your place.
No. He pushed me
That's it.
3 times.
To push you away from a secure area you're not supposed to be in after he's warned you verbally multiple times. Only then did he use the most physical force he needed to push you away from the doorway so you wouldn't run back there.
You're telling me that isn't harassment?
When you're following him to go see whatever he's doing,
Because he has my backpack, and I know all of y'all have my backpack. Y'all have my
We're not
backpack.
having a
and Y'all want to
conversation.
y'all don't want to give to me for
I
no
told
reason.
you need to talk to a property officer.
No,
And that's how
you're
it's
a
So we're
sergeant.
done talking about
You're a
it.
whole sergeant. You can go back there. You can tell the other officer that you override that shit. I know, man. Hey, Kevin, a bitch, man. I'm telling you, he pushed the fuck out of me like 3 times for no reason.
It's fair enough.
I found your
But
bag.
I'm saying, it was right there, because
No,
I'm telling you,
I can't find it.
he harassed the fuck out of me for no reason. Hey, if it's gone like that, what the fuck do you think he did? He pushed the fuck out of me for no reason. I'm saying, like, he harassed the fuck out of me, and he wanted like he a bitch.
All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to escort you back to booking.
I need to talk to my mom first.
Well, I'll let you
No,
do the
man.
phone call back there.
The only, I don't know her phone number. The only way I have
I will
her
give you
number
your
is through
phone,
that.
and it's going to happen in the back. You're not dictating what happens here, okay? We are. You understand that at this point? I've been a gentleman. I'm going to continue to be
I
a
know,
gentleman until
and
you are.
you've been cool.
This is what's going to
But
happen.
I need
I'm
my
telling you.
backpack, and I didn't do shit wrong. I'm telling
We are
you,
going
he
in the
harassed
back
me.
to process you. If you resist or you cause more problems, you're just going to get more charges. You understand
And I'm
me?
telling you, man, he
When we
harassed
get in the
me.
back, I will let you use your
He
phone and
harassed
call
me.
your mom. Do you understand that?
He fucking harassed me, man.
And I'm going to do an
And you're gonna let him
investigation.
do everything? What the fuck
I
you
will
want?
do an investigation on that, okay? But this is what's happening right now, okay?
Man, you're a sergeant. You
I
can
am,
go back
correct.
there,
You are.
override that shit, and
So
get my
this is what I'm
backpack.
gonna
Why you
do.
being on some bullshit, man?
I'm going to stand you up, and we're going to walk back to booking. Thank you.
But I'm telling you,
And we're ending the video here. Jose, the entitled Brett that we saw, was arrested for resisting arrest and battery on an officer and was issued 2 citations for resisting arrest and battery on an officer and was released on a C bond. At this time, his charges are still pending to my knowledge. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps with the algorithm. And if you can, please become a member. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for NCR News Network. Always great videos from NCR. My favorite bit is when Hank comes up and says, nah, 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 nah. Shenanigans, nah, 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 shenanigans. That's great stuff. Just another cop hater. Yeah, that's it. Just a punk kid. An idiot. They don't realize that they have a property officer. What kind of drugs are in that backpack? A whole sergeant, not a half a sergeant, not a quarter of a sergeant, not a third of a sergeant, but a whole entire sergeant. At least it isn't Sergeant Bilko. Oh, wait a minute. At least it isn't Sergeant Bilko. All right. The Bookie Worm, what's up? Chef M80 Mo in the whole Florida gym. Is there anybody else I miss? Jaime's here, of course. Jaime Palmetto, babe, what's up? Oh, that was interesting. And yeah, obviously it was something a little bit different. You know, it was just a punk kid, not a soft set or anything. But sometimes that's it. Just watching dumb criminals in general can be a lot of fun. Hey, McHale's Navy. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Probably not. Oh, no. That's the most millennial thing I've heard. He doesn't know his mom's number by heart. Right? I got to call my mom. We'll call. I don't know her phone number. Yes. I like that. Bilko wasn't just a sergeant. He was a master sergeant. That's right. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, man. See, now you guys got me reminiscing a little bit about old TV because it's like I realized something. Like when there were only 3 channels, it was a lot easier to find like the good shows. Because if there was one on that wasn't good, you change the channel until you find the good one, or you don't watch TV. Ladies and gentlemen, Witch of Hardy's here. What's up? Good morning, my friends. Listening to the background while I get my son ready for the day. Always great to have you here. Good to see you. Once again, and as always, all right. Oh, man, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Seriously, every day. And I always say this because it's always true. When I wake up, and I'm excited to do this because I get to spend my mornings with you guys, and you guys make me so happy. Seriously, like from the bottom of my heart, legit. Like I love you guys. This is fun, you know. And some of you guys that have been with me forever, like Witch of Heart's been with me since the beginning. Leland Squirrels, you know, so many of you. Script Cat, you know, absolutely. Like Unclean Hands, like oh man, you guys are like for real. You guys mean so much to me, and I hope you really understand that I appreciate everything. And it really is. It's like a family, you know. They say social network. It's like a social gathering, you know. It's like we might as well all be sitting in the same room, just hanging out, chatting, watching videos, talking about them, having fun, you know. That's what it's all about. It's good times, good times, good times, good times. Great taste of the Rash family. What? Oh, hi. How you guys doing? Sometimes I lose myself. They're getting dumber and dumber. Yep. Dumb, dumber, and dumbest. There you go. Edward is here. What's up? Say good morning to Witch. Yes. Remember CPO Sharky with Don Rickles. Yes. And in fact, there's a famous episode. It's 2 episodes that are kind of tied together where Johnny Carson was off, and Don Rickles was the fill-in host for Johnny Carson. This is back in the, you know, it was during the CPO Sharky days because they filmed CPO Sharky like right down the hall from where they filmed the Carson show. And so Don Rickles was sitting in for Carson, and he was doing a bit, acting silly, and he broke Johnny Carson's ashtray. He always had the ashtray on his desk. So that Monday, and you could look up the clip, it's on YouTube. It's a famous clip. So that Monday, Johnny Carson comes on the show, and he sees his ashtray is broken, and Ag McMahon tells him, it was, you know, it was Rickles when he was here. He broke it. So he's like, okay, let's go. And he grabs the mic, has the cameraman follow him, and they march down the hall into the CPO Sharky studio so he could confront Don Rickles face to face. I mean, like, and you could tell it was real too, because they're like filming an episode of CPO Sharky, and then all of a sudden Carson comes in. It's Carson, so they're not going to say anything and stop him because it's Johnny Carson. When you walk into the NBC building and you just see a giant mural of Johnny Carson on the wall. So they're not going to stop that guy when he comes walking into a studio while filming. So he walks in, and you can see all the actors, and Don Rickles are like, what the heck? What's going on? And Carson's like, did you break my ashtray? And Rickles is like, it's a great clip. You guys should look it up. Those two, they had so much great back and forth on their shows back in the days. Lots of funny stuff. Ginger and Marianne. Oh, all right. They're lost on the island. That's for sure. Ginger or Marianne. Okay, Ginger all day long. Marianne. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat now. Like, this is getting fun. You guys are fun. I love this. Edward's like, I just saw that clip the other day. Awesome. That's cool. They have F Troop on DVD now. It's one of my favorite shows. That's cool. All right. Hey, Jonathan Renee says, sometimes it's tough to find a good place, and this is always the best place. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to throw you a happy dance for that comment. That's a great one. All right. Thank you. Yes. I'll tell you what, though, that was the goal. You know, I always tried to do that. Hey, Katie Zed's here. What's up, Katie? Great to see you. But like, you know, when Salacious was here, we were working on it. Ray and I worked really hard. I mean, because her and I, like, she was with me when this channel got just flat out attacked by trolls. And then, you know, other channels started making videos about me and stuff. It was a nightmare for like 2 months. It was horrible. And behind the scenes, Ray and I worked really hard to try and make this an environment where everyone could come in the chat and just enjoy each other's company. You know, people that we're all like building the Rash family and giving it a real like family at home feel, you know. Hezekiah, if Carson's cigarette box that Rickles broke and Bob Newhart was the guest host. Oh, yeah. It was a long time ago, but I knew it had something to do with the cigarettes. It was his cigarette box, not his ashtray. Okay. And Newhart was the host, but Don Rickles was on the show. And okay, got it. But yes, yeah. Let's see. Whatever happened to great TV shows like All in the Family and the Jeffersons and this? See, that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, growing up, when they were, I honestly think that when there were only 3 networks, like in a way, there was a little bit more of an incentive to try and put quality stuff on TV. I mean, like, it's weird because, like, well, now with a million things to choose from, you would think that would be the most incentive to put the good stuff on your channel because it's so easy to find 100 other channels to go from. But for some reason, I feel like back in the day, there was more quality stuff because there were less choices. Like, you could have now 75 channels of crap, you know, before you find something good. But back then, if the other 2 were crap, they'd be dead because there only were 3. So all 3 of them were trying to put the best stuff they could at all times because they're trying to get you not to watch the other 2. Nowadays, if you miss a show, you could just go back and watch it later. You don't have to wait until they put it in syndication and start playing reruns, you know? Let's see. Too many reality shows. Yeah. Anyway, there's so much going on right now with TV and networks and everything. I don't even really watch TV. I watch pro wrestling when I watch TV. That's about it. That's why I'm always sitting here showing my kids old movies. And I'm glad I'm doing it because they're loving them. In fact, my daughter, I think I told this story before, but she told me the other day, a few days ago, because I'm trying to remember specific, because I watch movies with my kids all the time, but my daughter isn't always here. You know, the little guy's always here, and then his brother's here the second most, and then my daughter the third most. So I don't remember specifically which movies I watched with her and then just with him. But we watched a bunch of movies, and what ended up happening was we watched like a bunch of old movies in a row. Not like, you know, we don't just sit and watch movies all day, but like every night is movie night. Like when they're here and they're spending the night, whatever we do throughout the day, at the end of the day, we sit down and we watch a movie. And sometimes we'll do 2 if like when the little guy's up, maybe we'll watch a movie that is appropriate for him. And then after he goes to bed, we'll watch a movie, you know, with the older kids. But it was specifically the movie we watched, but it was after over a period of time watching okay. It was Strangers on a Train, Throw Mama from the Train, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Psycho. We like within the course of 4 days, we watched those 4 movies. And after Psycho ended, my daughter said, "Dad," I go, "What?" She goes, How come they don't make good movies anymore? Yep. The producers of shows don't want to pay the writers who actually create good shows in the first place. Yeah, right? And that's the other thing, too. Like, nowadays, it's gotten to the point where I was telling my kids this yesterday. Like, it's gotten to a point now where you could go to AI and say, write me a screenplay for a movie about this, and then they print that out, and then they could go to an AI animator and pump that script into it, the AI script into it, and get an AI animation to turn it into a cartoon. There's your new animated movie. It's horrible. Crisscross. That's right. Kiba says, that's what I want for my trivia. Everyone to feel welcome. I emailed you the links in the categories later, and you and Kat will be a team. Oh, that'll be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This Thursday, Kiba No Sugarcoating Truth is going to be having a trivia show in honor of Doc Danger, and I'm going to be a guest on there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time. I'll be promoting that throughout the week, and I'll be dropping links. Good stuff. Let's see. Ron Klutzer is here. What's up? They traded good storylines for special effects. A lot of times that is true as well. Was it the original with Janet Leigh? Wait a minute. The original. I only do originals. That's one of the big things, actually, because there was it was yesterday. I can't remember which movie it was specifically. Oh, The Apartment. We didn't watch it yet, but my son was like, what movie are we going to watch next time? Like, he was all thinking ahead before, the next time he comes back. And I said, we should watch The Apartment with Jack Lemmon. And he's like, The Apartment. So he looked up The Apartment, and he was like, well, there's 1960 or 1994 or whatever. I'm like, 94? I don't even know what you're talking about. Of course, 1960. Go with that one. What's going on with Audit Palooza? So, John Felix keeps talking about it. Armed gunman, the armed fisherman keeps talking about it. So apparently they're still planning on having it happen. They're still selling tickets. For those of you who don't know what she's talking about, there's going to be in October the very first ever all Frauditor convention. It's going to be an auditor convention in Florida on October 19th. John Felix is hosting it with Armed Fishermen. They're selling tickets at $100 a ticket. It's invitation only. I'm invited, but I ain't giving them my name, my phone number, or $100. I want to go down there and cover it as a journalist because it is a newsworthy event, the first overall Frauditor convention. And I want to go there. I want to live stream it. I want to hand out copies of my book, The Frauditors Handbook. I want to try and interview some of these douche canoes. I think it'll be a blast. At some point, I might even try to get in there. And if they try to stop me, say, hey, I'm a journalist engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. You can't ask me to leave. And if they send the security guards after me, tell them, hey, these guys are only allowed to observe and report. They're not allowed to make me leave. Just observe and report that I was there. But whatever happens, I would love to actually be there. But, well, I mean, it's in October. So that gives me a couple months to try and figure out how the heck I'm going to do that. And I was thinking it would be perfect also because it's in Florida. The big thing that I need to do to get all this back to where it was when I moved back here from Florida, all my equipment and everything is still there. I wasn't able to bring it all because I had a last minute change of plans with my travel and it was a nightmare. But anyway, so that would be a perfect excuse to kill two birds with one stone. Go down there. I don't have to worry about finding a place to stay because I got my place, well, my mom's place, but where all my stuff is down there. So I could go to Florida. I could do my live stream of the Frauditor convention. I could get all my stuff back, come back, have all my stuff back, and it'd be beautiful. So that's a goal that, like, ultimately I would love to be able to do that. Oh, that would be so awesome. That would be so amazing. Should we fell? If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? 'Cause I've been in love before, and I found that love was more than just holding hands. Let's see. Get a mask and big sunglasses so no one will recognize you. Well, the thing is, it's Florida, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear my Perry the Platypus hat. But I thought that would be brilliant. I had the light one for hot weather, but I don't know. It was pretty small on my head. It's funny because I sent it to Ray and then she wore it and it was big on her head. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm doing a show. Hi guys, welcome to the show. Great to see you. I'm in Florida. I should go to Frauditpalooza. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people who want to go. Like if we could find a way to get all the money and everything together to do it and to actually go there like as a group and cover it like a news crew. Oh, that would be so sweet. Frauditor Comedy Show wants to go. I know there's a lot of other people that want to get involved. That would be so much fun. Oh, you're gonna actually ask a question. Okay, so that one I actually promised Keebler earlier that I wasn't going to cover that story. So, I'm going to keep my word out of respect for Keebler. But let's see. My favorite 80s show was Newhart. Bob Newhart was awesome. I love Bob Newhart. Yeah, I always enjoyed his show. I thought it was hilarious. Hey, Frauditor Mania, what's up? Hey, how's it going? All right. I could dress like a platypus is already all mixed up. They don't know if they're a duck or a beaver or what the heck they are. Anyway, let's get on with the show. For the next video, I wanted to show the Lucid Dream. Frauditor gets channel terminated. Let's see what Lucid Dream has in store for us today, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and if you saw my community post last night, then you know that Alcor Accountability has had his main channel terminated. If you do not know who Alcor is, we're going to catch you up here in just a moment. He does have one channel remaining. However, it seems like he might have given up. He hasn't posted in over a month. His views on that channel were always very low, or at least in recent history. And I believe they are all shorts viewers. So they weren't watching his long form content on this channel. So we'll see. If you are new here, please, if you don't mind, hit the like button. Think of subscribing. I would appreciate it. But first and foremost, I want to thank all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Do you have credentials?
Yeah, I'm an American.
Well, so am I. So congratulations.
So if you have no experience with Alcor Accountability, I will leave the full videos in the description box and linked at the top of the screen. But this is the Beaumont Public Library where he came across the absolutely tyrannical librarian Kelly. Kelly was amazing. Kelly was awesome. She was the first hero of this channel and will always have a very special place in my heart. So after Kelly filed a privacy complaint and had the video removed from Alcor's channel, he went nuts. This was his response to her having his video removed. If you were going to try to hide the empty popcorn bag and the empty beer bottles, why wouldn't you do it before you were live?
What's going on, guys? So we have to address an issue. I didn't even realize this. I was looking for broken window in my email. I thought I sent it. And I saw it on YouTube too. It like doesn't tell you. It's like just there's like a message and then on the dashboard, but it's not like you don't get no notification or anything. But anyway, I found out that YouTube removed a video, the library video that we did, due to a privacy claim. And I don't get it because it's in public property. The trolls are watching, guys. I don't even like to talk about negativity or the enemy. You just don't give time to those that don't even. It's like it's no concern. It has nothing to do with anything. But guys, the enemy is watching us. They're getting closer. We will not let the enemy win. We cannot let them win. It's falsely removing people's videos for no reason. I'm just gonna say this: if I ever know those who attack us, we will attack back. Okay, believe that. We are not gonna ignore you. No, when somebody hits us, we're gonna hit them 100 times harder. Just know that, guys. Know that. They're over here trying to silence us, because they don't like the videos or whatever. It's like too bad, But I can always re-upload it, but blur their face. But it's like I didn't even know, bro. Come to find out that they removed the video,
So now that you know what we are dealing with, I urge you to keep your expectations low. This is his most recent upload, and it is him going to pick up the taser from the police that was confiscated from him when he was arrested last. Now, Alcor has gotten into trouble a couple of different times, one of them with YouTube for brandishing a firearm while on a live stream. They did not take kindly to that. His channel was given a community guidelines strike. So let's see what he's up to.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Alcor Accountability here. Yes, the moment we all have been waiting for is finally here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the like for anything, share it, get it out there. So this is the behind the scenes exclusive footage for you guys on March 19th, 2024 from my false retaliatory arrest that occurred on January 2nd, 2024. This is when we go to, retrieve our property back, they play games with you. They make it such a hassle. They give you the runarounds. This is what they do. This is the game. But anyway, the video is so long. I think I'm going to have to make 3 parts. But anyway, here's part 1. Here we go, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Peace. Here we go.
So it's not ready to pick up? He told me to come down and pick it up.
You should go to the front and ask to speak to a detective.
Yeah, I know. That's not right. I drove far. He tells me, come and pick it up. I told him, because you told me, ask him if I need an appointment. I asked him, can I come in? Do I need to make an appointment? He's like, no, just come on in. That's what they told me.
And this was 1/2/24?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, there's no charges. I should have my stuff back. I don't know what they do.
So this is the full number you will give them.
Okay.
And they can look this up and see all of this stuff that I see in the computer.
I appreciate it.
And then they can authorize it for release, or they can see what's going on with it or whatever. Okay.
No, I'm here to pick it up, so I'm gonna call the detective.
Yeah, call.
Okay.
I mean, well, this is if they don't let you talk to one. You can request to talk to a detective right now.
Okay.
While you're here.
Okay.
Tell them you need to see a detective. Tell them that they told you to come pick up your stuff, but it's not ready, authorized for
I got
release.
you.
Tell them you need a AR number.
What's that stand for?
That's the authorization number. And it'd be a 7-digit number. It's just start with a 9, and that's what they should give you. Anybody come to pick up stuff, they have that 9-digit number, and that's how I know it's released in the system. And them not giving you
I don't know why
that.
you said that. I appreciate you. I know it's not you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Were you arrested?
What was I arrested for?
Uh-huh.
Like the charge?
Yeah.
Is a false arrest. Police impersonation.
That's what they tried
But
to
it's
do?
false, yeah.
Okay.
They retaliated.
Where were you arrested?
Where? When?
Where?
Where? It was
Vermont and Exposition?
yeah, Southwest Tourism.
You're gonna have to go talk to their detective so they could release it. They could release the property because they brought you here for housing, but
The station is burned down, closed over there.
no, it's
Nobody-
open.
It is?
It's open. The lobby's open. Let me call this number though, real quick.
Okay, thank you. I don't know. I go over there, they tell me come here.
Well, this is the thing.
And then I come here, they tell me go over there.
Well, you were here for housing, okay?
Yeah.
So they brought you here, but like my detectives and like our detectives didn't request it.
I'm not trying to get angry just yet. It's just like how they fuck with people. They tell me to come pick it up and then
Yeah, they gave you this number, but it says here you were arrested off of Vermont and Expo, correct?
yeah, but I came here to file a complaint and do everything because the station over there, as you know, is
Oh, the lobby's open.
I don't know if there's a lobby. The last time I was there, there was no way to get in or anything.
How long ago were you arrested?
January 2nd, 2024.
Second.
So you said 60 days is when they take it to downtown?
Mm-hmm. They might be down there, but
I know they can't. I know they can't, and I understand that. But I wish the cop would have said when he goes, yeah, it was a retaliatory arrest. I was arrested for impersonating an officer. It was a retaliatory arrest. Oh, they were retaliating against you impersonating an officer? It's like the mentality of these guys, it's like, it was a retaliatory arrest. Oh, they were retaliating against you breaking the law? They were retaliating against you trespassing? Somebody robs a bank and they arrest them. Oh, it was retaliatory. Yeah, they were retaliating against you breaking the law. Movie selection for your kids. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Hey, that's a great one. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. Thank you. I like that. I miss the opening credit songs to shows. Oh yeah, absolutely. Some of the theme songs were like they stick in your head. Even now, as an adult, I still remember so many of them. Here's a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. The youngest one in curls. WKRP in Cincinnati. Yes. Anyway, I'm sorry. You guys got me thinking about old TV shows again. Back to the video.
they told you they have it here, right? The property.
Yeah. Well, everybody told me, yeah.
Yeah, 3351. You're gonna have to go talk to them so you could do the release.
Who?
Of the property.
Who's that?
Detectives out there in Southwest. The thing is, so our detectives didn't arrest you. Like we had nothing to do with your case. So it's within the area where you get arrested. So if you got arrested by Southwest officers, then their detectives would have your stuff out there. Well, not out. They wouldn't have it out there. But they would have to give you the release for you to come here and get it because you were housed here.
Okay. So can I call or? That's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, I'll give you the number to them so they could, because that one comes back to us. That number you got up there.
I don't know. Everybody says something, you know. You call this number, and then they say call this, and then you call them, and then now you telling me I have to call somebody else.
Well, I'm telling you, we didn't arrest you. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm here, to resolve this, to pick it up, you know.
Yeah, I'm telling you how to do it.
I warned you. Apparently, Alcor's comprehension level of pretty much anything is pretty low.
Okay. So this is what's going on right now. This is what's going on, man. They told me I have to come here to the 77 to get my shit back. Okay? Now they're telling us that we got to go to Southwest. The last time I was there, since it got burned down, the station was closed. Now they're telling me it's open. We're going to go down there. If it's not, I'm going to come back here and yell at these bitches. You see how they fuck with you? They tell you, go here, go there, go there. Just give me our fucking shit back, bro. She's angry too. That's right. Fuck these bitches. You're...
I have absolutely no idea what that word was, what he was trying to do, what he was trying to say, but you know what? We're not going to question. We are just going to celebrate that one more frauditor has been taken out of the equations, and we're going to call it a win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will catch you on the next one.
All right. Round of applause for my throat. Round of applause for the Lucid Dream, everybody. All right, I saw Eric is here. What's up? Did you guys hear that K-Fire had his baby on Saturday? Gideon Oliver. Oh, yay. Round of applause for K-Fire. Yes. Let's show K-Fire a happy day. All right. Excellent. That's beautiful. God bless them. God bless the boy. All right. Yes. That's awesome. He went in the wrong building on purpose to make the video. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. But of course, it's funny because he even said it himself. It's like one of the things that's really interesting to me about the way these brains work or don't work on these guys is the way they put these things together and connect these unconnected dots. He said himself over and over that the original place he's supposed to go to got caught on fire and was closed because there was fire damage. And then now they're reopened, so now that's where he has to go. But he's making it sound like this is what they do. They bounce you around back and forth. And while he's explaining that the reason they're bouncing him around back and forth is because there was a fire at the building he was originally supposed to go to. But they're doing it on purpose just to mess with them for no reason other than to mess with them. So it's like you're explaining the reason why it's being done this way, while at the same time accusing them of doing this way intentionally just to bug you for the reason of bugging you because they got nothing better to do except for make you go through and he wouldn't have to go through any of it to get his stuff back if his stuff wasn't confiscated in the first place. And it wouldn't have been confiscated in the first place if he wasn't out there causing trouble and wreaking havoc, which is what all frauditors do. Again, at this point, it seems like their only real goal, I used to think that their only goal was to either make money or try to get like an adrenaline rush. But now it seems more and more, especially with these newer frauditors, that their goal is to destroy other people's lives. The way that they're getting businesses shut down with the call flooding, the way that they're getting people fired, the pepper spraying people, literally busting people's heads open with weapons, like with the Kootenai County Press situation, literally putting bullets in people. Why? Because they said, please don't film me. They accuse all these people of tyranny, but if you ask one of them not to film you, they're going to punish you. They're going to do everything they can to destroy your life. They're going to try to get you fired. They're going to try to get you arrested. They're going to humiliate you on their YouTube channel. They're going to do everything they can to ruin you, to ruin your business by having it call flooded. Whatever it is, if you're a random person on the street, they're going to try to pepper spray you. Well, minimum, they're going to try to publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel. The only way anyone could win with a frauditor, the only way anyone could ever pass a fraudit is if when the auditor walks in, they say, hey, I'm a fan of your channel. I've subscribed. I think you do great work, pal. That's a pass. Anything else, they will do everything they can to ruin your life. They'll try to get armed men with guns to come. They'll call the cops on you and try to get armed gunmen to come take you away and kidnap you and lock you in a dungeon. They'll try to get you fired if you're at a business that they walk in. They'll try to get your business itself shut down with the call flooding. If you're a random person on the street, they'll publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel. They'll pepper spray you. They'll flat out beat you up, bash your skull open, shoot you. They don't care. Not anymore. They're especially when you watch like Lizard Media and Impact Media, that whole crew in California. It really does seem like their primary goal is to just absolutely wreak as much havoc and cause as much mayhem as physically possible. Just absolutely just try to destroy as many other people as they can, because the more people they ruin while they're filming it, the more clicks and views they get. But anyway, yeah, they're vicious. They're absolutely vicious. They have, first of all, none of them have any heart. No empathy for any other humans at all. Because if they did, then when someone asked them not to film them, whether it's legal or not wouldn't matter. Just out of basic human decency, just out of just a tiny little bit of kindness and respect for other human beings, they would say, oh, okay, let me turn my camera a little bit this way so you're not on it. But they can't do that, because that would take respect. That would take empathy. That would take having a human soul and heart and actually caring about other people. And they can't do that. They have to film you even more because you asked not to film. And if you try to walk away, they'll say, well, then don't approach the camera. So you try to walk away. What do? They follow you with the camera. So you can't walk away. Right? You're the victim to the frauditor. You do what they say when they say it, or they're going to punish you. They're going to publicly humiliate you by posting you on their web page and calling you a snowflake or a Darren or a Karen. Maybe put you in the thumbnail saying, look at this stupid snowflake, or look at this Karen get owned, or look at this Darren get destroyed. And it's a global platform, YouTube. So they're trying to publicly humiliate you in front of the whole world. That's the minimum punishment you get for asking not to be filmed. They can't for 1 second act like a human being, and whether it's legal or not doesn't matter. That's not the point. It's the point that no heart, no soul, no empathy, no caring, no respect, no common courtesy, no just having even any empathy for other humans at all. What do they always say? Your feelings don't trump my rights. Right. They don't care about other people's feelings. They don't care about other people at all. All they care about is themselves and their pocketbooks and filling it up with as much YouTube money as they can get, or getting the adrenaline rush of getting in an argument with people. Or, like I was saying with some of these guys, it seems like all they care about is trying to destroy people's lives, trying to get people arrested, trying to get people fired, trying to get people pepper sprayed. And especially the California crew. Those kids are so quick on the trigger with the pepper spray. It's like they put up their camera. Somebody walks up to them. Please don't film me. Pepper spray. How dare you say don't film me to me? You're not allowed to speak words. I'm a frauditor. Only I'm allowed to speak words. You pull out your camera. You're not allowed to film me. You're a cam-backing Karen. You're a cam-backing Darren. You're a bootlicking cam-backer. How dare you film me? You're not allowed to film people. Only I'm allowed to film people because I'm the Frauditor. You can't win with these guys. Again, the only way you can win is if you walk up to them and say, hey, I love your channel. I've subscribed. You're great. Then they'll say, okay, you're good. Otherwise, you're just a slimeball Karen, Darren, bootlicker, scumbag, and they're going to try to destroy your life. That's it. So anyway, that being said, let's get on to the next video. There's a channel. This is a relatively new channel. It looks like, here, let me check it out. They only got 318 subscribers. Now, this specific video, I know that most of you have probably already seen this footage, but I want to show it because I want to give this guy, because he's new. This is a new channel called Sovereign Citizen Watch. And how there wasn't already a channel called Sovereign Citizen Watch, I have no idea, but they just started. They got 318 subs. They only got a couple videos out so far. But, you know, anyone that's out there, you know, exposing these idiots for their stupidity, I support it 100%. So, and you know me, guys, I always try to give shout outs to the newer channels when they're first starting out, get them some more subs and show them some love. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link right here. There you go. Let's see. Okay, yes. So there's a link to the channel. I'm going to play the video again. Most of you may have already seen this footage, but one, it's that good that it doesn't hurt to see it again. And two, I want to support this channel and give this guy a view. So let's go ahead and check this out. This is from Sovereign Citizen Watch. I keep saying this guy. I don't know if the person actually physically behind the channel is male or female or whatever. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the video. And if you guys recognize this judge, you may already know what's coming and that this is a banger. And if you guys haven't seen this before, if this judge doesn't look familiar to you and you don't know what's coming, stay tuned, because I guarantee you this is a banger. You're going to love this judge. This is a great, great video. Thanks, Florida Jim. All right. Here we go.
Are you representing at the desk representing yourself? The judge needs to address this. Is that a problem, sir?
Yeah, you're a defendant. Sit at the defendant's chair.
Sovereign citizens claim they aren't defendants in legal proceedings due to their unique beliefs and misunderstandings of the law, denial of legal status. They assert they are not persons under the law, claiming legal actions only apply to a fictional entity, not them as natural individuals, jurisdictional challenges. They argue that courts lack jurisdiction over them, not recognizing the authority of federal, state, or local governments, consent and contract theories. They believe they have not consented to or entered into any agreements with the government, so its laws don't apply to them, strawman concept. They differentiate between themselves and a supposed legal entity, strawman, created by the government, asserting that legal actions target the strawman, not them, misinterpretation of legal terms. They misinterpret legal terminology, arguing that certain words or phrases exempt them from being defendants, constitutional misinterpretations. They cite.
Anyway, this guy the person behind this channel, again, obviously they're just starting out. They don't have a lot of videos, but they should be more careful with their AI, because their AI is actually saying the word comma for the commas. It's almost like going back to the old days when the Sovereign Citizens first started and they were trying that. What did they call that nonsense they were doing where they would say their name like Bill-Smith-Lee, Detroit Pistons fan 101, all caps, backwards, // tilde Smith Jones Limited, like incorporated, like what did they call quantum grammar? Yes, thank you, unclean hands. Yes. Hearing them actually saying out loud all of the commas and stuff almost sounds like quantum grammar. So he needs to work on figuring out how to make his AI do that. Or well, Again, since the AI voice is a male voice, that's why I keep saying him and he, but I don't know if the person behind the channel, what's going on. But anyway, but yes, like you were saying, David, that's what I said earlier. Like, I would think a Sovereign Citizen Watch would be a name of a channel already, but I guess he's saying there is already one called that. So now there's two. All right, right on. Well, subscribe to both of them.
Constitutional provisions, often out of context, to claim that being treated as defendants violates their rights, these arguments are typically dismissed by courts, but they can disrupt and complicate legal proceedings.
I'm sorry. Judge, if I may try to help explain.
Try.
I'll try. Mr. Michaud is a sovereign citizen and
No,
I object. I'm not a sovereign citizen.
All right, sir, don't speak.
Maybe I'm not phrasing that correctly.
Don't speak until I ask you to speak.
But there is a difference between Frank Michaud, or I think it is Mr. Michaud's assertion that there is a difference between the natural person, Mr. Frank Michaud, and the sort of legal entity.
I don't recognize that.
And that's what I've prepared Mr. Michaud for that.
Sir, you're a defendant in my courtroom. Either I issue a bench warrant because you haven't appeared, or you come up here and sit in the chair and we proceed.
All right, so you're threatening me to.
Absolutely, I'm threatening you. Either you're here today or you're not. If you're not here today, a bench warrant will issue. If you're here today, I need you in the chair so we can proceed with the proceeding that's scheduled, which is a preliminary exam.
And if I may, I have advised Mr. Michaud that the courts receive objections all the time, or rule objections that are preserved on the record. If he has,
He can appeal me. I'll let you build whatever record you want to build, Mr. Michaud.
Are we on record?
Yes.
Are you on your oath to the Constitution?
Hold on. Are you picking him up? That's one of the reasons I want you up here, is there's a microphone here.
I'll speak loud.
Are you picking him up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution today?
Pardon me?
Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution? You have an oath to the
I didn't swear an oath to the Constitution.
You have.
I took an oath that said I would follow the Constitution.
To not uphold the Constitution?
Yes, follow the Constitution.
So you are upholding an oath to the Constitution?
Yes.
Thank you. I accept your oath. Thank you. Okay. Now I have.
Sir, get your ass in the chair or leave and I'll issue a bench warrant. You're not running the courtroom. I am. If you want to have an exam today, get your ass in the chair. That's the way it works.
I reserve all my rights.
I would have nothing less. Now, are you representing yourself today?
I'm presenting myself.
That's not what I asked you. Are you representing yourself, or is this gentleman going to be your lawyer for today's proceeding?
I will be presenting myself today. May
All right, so that's a no. You don't want him to represent you?
No, for the record, he's not my lawyer. I don't have an attorney. I present myself.
Okay.
Judge, what I have recommended to Mr. Michaud is that he has a jurisdictional argument that he wants to make. And that, pending Your Honor's ruling on that jurisdictional issue, I have prepared to conduct a preliminary exam.
Okay.
And could be, available if he wanted to ask me to do that at the correct time.
So you want to represent yourself for that jurisdictional argument, and if I rule against you, then perhaps you want him to represent you? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's not what you're hearing.
All right, so you don't want him at all under any circumstance?
No, I don't need an attorney for the record. I'm fine.
Okay.
So with that being said.
Well, hold on. You can stick around if you want to, but I'm not going to obligate you to stay.
I understand, Judge. I'm definitely going to stay.
That's fine. All right.
So today.
You have a jurisdictional argument you want to make?
Well, I served notice.
Sir, it's a yes or no. Do you have a jurisdictional argument you'd like to make today?
I have a
yes or no.
Why are you forcing me to say answer?
Because I'm running the courtroom and it's the way I want to do it. Do you have a jurisdictional argument you'd like to make today?
I do, yes.
Then make it. What's your jurisdictional argument?
I'm presenting myself. So I need to know, Article 6 of the Constitution grants me the right to know what jurisdiction is this court operating.
Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution contains 3 key provisions, validity of prior debts. It ensures that all debts and engagements entered into before the adoption of the Constitution remain valid under the new government, supremacy clause. It establishes that the Constitution, federal laws, and treaties are the supreme law of the land, overriding any conflicting state laws or constitutions. State judges are bound to uphold federal law over state law, oaths of office. It requires all federal and state officials to take an oath to support the Constitution and prohibits any religious tests as a qualification for holding a government office, these provisions collectively ensure the continuity of financial obligations, assert the dominance of federal law, and mandate loyalty to the Constitution while protecting religious freedom in government service.
State of Michigan.
No, what jurisdiction?
State of Michigan.
Okay, what jurisdiction is the state of
District
Michigan?
courts are legislative courts. That means they're created by statute. The state of Michigan gives me my jurisdiction.
So, okay, is that?
I work under the authority of the
or
state of Michigan.
What is it, under what jurisdiction? There's two different jurisdictions under the Constitution. You have admiralty and common law. So I'll need to know.
This is not admiralty.
What is
And
it?
it's not common law.
Which
It's
one?
statutory.
Okay, so it's statutory, that is what, civil?
No.
So what is it?
My jurisdiction is both civil.
I can't defend myself unless I have it on the record. Is it?
My jurisdiction.
It's only two.
Sure, shut up. If you ask me a question, I can't answer while you're talking. My jurisdiction is both civil and criminal as provided by the statutes of the state of Michigan.
Okay, so today, under which one is?
This is a criminal case.
Okay, right. So is that common law or admiralty?
It's statute. It's neither common law or admiralty.
It's one or the other. It don't say statute.
All right, then you can appeal my ruling. My ruling is it's neither admiralty or common law.
So this is you say it's criminal for the record?
Yes.
Okay, and if it's criminal, in order for a crime to exist, there must be an injured party for the record, right?
There must be what?
An injured party.
Yeah, it's the people of the state of Michigan.
All right, so if the people of the state of Michigan, right? Where's the sworn statement?
Where's what?
A sworn statement. I have a right to see a sworn statement saying I injured someone.
There's a complaint in the file.
Sworn complaint, signed, all,
You want to see it?
affidavit, sworn affidavit?
No, it's not. I don't think it's an affidavit.
Well, okay, so
You said you wanted a sworn complaint.
from an injured party, who have I injured for the record?
The state of Michigan
How can I
are
injure the
bringing the
state?
charges.
How can I injure the
Sir,
state?
sit down. Sit
I prefer to stand.
down.
I'm not.
Sit down, or I will hold you in contempt.
Another threat, wow.
You're probably going to hear more than one.
I see.
All right. I am ruling that I have jurisdiction. You are free to appeal that to the circuit court. Proceed. Do the people have a witness they'd like to call in the exam?
Yes, Judge, the people are prepared to move forward. Just as a quick preliminary matter, would request a mutual order of sequestration with an exception for the
So-
OIC.
So again,
I'm not asking you to talk. Ma'am, are you a possible witness in this case? Okay, all right, and would you mind putting your name on the record, please? Counsel, I want to look at the lady. Would you mind putting your name on the record?
She's a witness. She is a witness.
Sir, you speak again when I haven't asked you to, and you're in contempt, and we'll deal with that first. The reason I need your name is because if you appear somewhere down the road and want to testify, we have to know that today you were in the courtroom. And I can't do that by taking a picture of you, so I'm asking you to state your name. Sir, you are in contempt of court. That's a $100 fine. Speak again when it's not your turn, and I'll continue to up the ante. Clear? You can speak now. I've asked you a question.
I object.
I don't give a shit if you object. Is it clear what I said? I'm waiting for an answer.
I said I object. What am I supposed to say?
I want to know if you understand you've just been fined $100 for contempt.
I don't understand.
Okay, well, you still owe me $100. Are you going to give me your name? That's fine. Thank you. Witness.
Your Honor, the people called Officer Steppen. Oh, I'm sorry. One last quick preliminary matter. Pursuant to 76611D, we'd like to introduce a certified registered of action in regard to this individual being a previously convicted felon.
I object.
Hold on. Have you showed that to him?
I object. I object.
What's your objection, Mr. Michaud?
My objection is that I am here under the guise of probable cause conference. And I don't know how we're here at a preliminary exam when I did not I did not waive any right to waive a probable cause.
This is a preliminary exam.
This is, okay, so right here.
This is the probable cause hearing.
It says, it's.
All right,
two- it
stop,
says-
stop. Right now, the question on the table is, you've objected to admittance of that document. I want to know what your legal objection is.
I'm also objecting.
What is your legal objection?
To not waiving my probable cause hearing.
Denied. That's admitted.
Under what grounds am I denied not?
Because
have
you
my
didn't
due
give me a
process?
valid objection.
I object.
You can't just object. You got to explain with the valid
I
objection to the
object
evidence.
that we are having a preliminary exam when I haven't had a probable cause hearing, and that I did not.
They're the same thing,
It's
Mr.
it's
Michaud.
still, on this. it
Mr.
doesn't-
Michaud,
it
they're the
doesn't-
same thing.
But it's still, I have a right to a probable cause. Am I right or wrong?
Sure, try.
Am I right? Do I have a right to a probable cause?
That's what today is scheduled for.
But today it says preliminary exam. Right here it says probable cause conference, and today is a different date that says a preliminary.
Have you
exam.
ever had a grilled
If it
cheese?
was different.
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different, why would it have two?
Have you
separate
ever had a
columns?
grilled cheese?
I object to any of that. Why would it have two separate columns?
Take him out.
Why would it have two separate columns?
I'm not playing this game with him today. If you think you can get him to shut up long enough so we can have our hearing, we'll do it. But I'm not gonna let him try to run my courtroom.
Okay, I'll just be very brief in my one attempt here. I would like to try to explain what I understand Mr. Michaud's objection to be, and what I have also represented to him regarding that objection. Mr. Michaud, I think the court record will reflect, had a probable cause conference first on November 29th, and then again on December 20th. I have disclosed, I think I've been very transparent with Mr. Michaud that probable cause conference is a bit of a misleading name, because probable cause conference under the court rules does not require that probable cause be established.
Right.
At the second probable cause conference, Mr. Michaud was caring for a sick relative, so he wasn't able to attend that probable cause conference scheduled December 20th.
Which didn't hurt him at all.
Right. I represented him on that day, and I asked the court to waive his appearance so that he could remain with his family.
Which we
I
did.
understood to be his wishes. I may now understand differently that I misrepresented him in some way, but my goal was just to be able to conduct a probable cause conference where we were going to find out if there was any offer, whether discovery.
You don't have to tell me what they are. I know what they
I
are.
know, but I'm just trying to.
And I'm trying to explain it to him too, but I'm not gonna talk over him.
Right.
And I'm not gonna play that crap today.
Right.
So if you want me to explain what's scheduled today versus what was scheduled last time, I'm happy to do that, but you gotta be quiet while I'm talking. Clear?
Oh, dude, I hear you.
All right. The last court date that we call a probable cause conference is like a pretrial on a misdemeanor. It gives the parties a chance to discuss the case and see if there's any resolutions prior to the next step. Next step being preliminary exam. At the preliminary exam, the people have to prove to me that there's probable cause to believe that there was a crime and there's reason to believe you were involved. That's what's scheduled today. That is a probable cause hearing. Probable cause conference is just a name that we all came up with instead of saying it's a pretrial for a felon. Do you have any questions based on that?
At what point did I waive it? Because if it's a hearing. or a
You
conference,
didn't
right,
waive it.
so
There's
I have-
nothing
so
to
do
hold.
I have a right to have a probable cause conference?
No.
What?
You can do that right now. Do you want to make a deal with the people?
I want to be able to prepare myself for the probable cause conference. And in order
There's
to
no
prepare-
preparing for a probable cause
It's-
conference.
it's-
It's a conversation.
It still takes preparation.
You want a PCC? Go out in the hallway, have a PCC with the unrepresented defendant.
Judge, just for the record, there will be no offer at this stage.
There's your PCC. Now, do you want to plead guilty? Do you want to have an exam? And at the exam, he's got to prove to me those two things I just said. Probable cause to believe a crime was committed on this date and reason to believe that you were involved. Do you want to have that hearing so he has to prove his case? Or do you want to waive? That's the other option. You can waive the preliminary exam and we'll take the case directly to circuit court level 2 weeks down the road for an arraignment on information, which I would describe as another pretrial on a felony. where you and the prosecutor can discuss the case, see if there are any offers. That's another option. Would you agree with that assessment, Mr. Sullivan?
I would agree, and I would also just add that Mr. Michaud has made his arguments today, he ruled on his arguments, and that he preserves his right to.
He can appeal them.
As you've already said, at circuit court. And so if he wants to sort of move forward on that defense alone, that, you know, the waiver does not preclude him from
not at all
arguing jurisdiction at the circuit court level. But likewise, if he holds a preliminary exam today, holds the people to that burden, he also maintains the right to, you know, continue his objections to jurisdiction, to appeal the court's orders regarding jurisdiction at that next level, at the circuit court level, assuming that the people are able to prove probable cause today.
Now, do you want to have an exam today?
Well, I wanted to address some, I served the court some notices.
I haven't read any of that because you were represented by counsel.
No, I wasn't. I don't have any contract.
As far as I knew, you were represented by counsel.
Okay, so now you know. And I served the court notices. And I want like to.
First notice, what would you like to put me on notice about?
Well, I served you notice that I requested the criminal bonding information. I requested
Criminal what?
bid bond.
Hold on.
I requested the bid bond, the performance bond.
Bid bonds and performance bonds are types of surety bonds used primarily in the construction industry to ensure project completion and protect against contractor default.
I have an affidavit.
There is no bond.
There are bonds. This is
okay, listen. You can't tell me something and then just disagree with me and think. Listen to me, sir. I am not going to let you interrupt me.
Oh, you just interrupt me.
I'm in charge. I get to do shit you don't get to do. It's part of the black roll, okay? That's just the way it works. My courtroom, I get to decide how it's run. There are no bonds required for me to do what's scheduled today. I've been doing this 25 years. I've never had a bond.
You have a bond.
Okay, I have a bond.
Everyone here has a bond.
Not in any definition I know. So let's get to the point. Do you want an exam today?
No, I really want to address. Okay, so
I'm not addressing any of that crap you got in front of you.
Well, since you say you don't have a bond, can you express that in a via affidavit so I can have a?
It's on the record. Order a transcript. I'm not signing anything for you.
Okay. Also, I want to also address that. I sent a affidavit of fee schedule for violation of any of my rights.
There are no fee schedules.
A sovereign citizen fee schedule is a document that some sovereign citizens create, outlining charges they claim to impose on government officials or others for certain actions taken against them. These fees are typically associated with interactions such as arrests, court appearances, or other legal actions. Sovereign citizens use these schedules in an attempt to deter law enforcement or judicial actions, though they have no legal standing and are not recognized by courts.
Well, I gave you notice, and
great. Then you gave me notice. Doesn't change anything. We still scheduled for an exam today.
Yes, just put it on the record that I served you notice, okay? Also, I served you notice on my power of attorney.
The concept of a sovereign citizen power of attorney is not recognized in legal practice. Sovereign citizens often create their own legal documents, including power of attorney forms, based on their unconventional beliefs about law and government. However, these documents are generally invalid and hold no legal authority because they do not conform to established legal requirements and principles.
Okay, you said that.
Right, and
move on.
You haven't responded to that, as well as my indemnity bond, which separates me, and I have a private capacity. I am not the artificial person.
I don't recognize any of that.
United States citizen. I am
Stop.
actually
Hold on.
identified.
Stop. You can put on notice what you sent the court if you want to make a record of that. But I'm telling you, I don't recognize any of that stuff you're talking about. I don't recognize that you're not really Frank Michaud. Okay, I understand that's what you're trying to argue, but I don't recognize that.
Under what law could you represent, or you can use, tell me that, not just from what you say, because ignorance of the law is no excuse for you or nobody else. So what you're saying just don't mean nothing. I need to have facts.
Okay, well, it does
Can you
mean, hold
prove
on. It should mean something
Can you
because,
prove it? Please prove
can
it.
I prove what?
Prove that I am not that I am the artificial person.
I can prove you're Frank
I have
Michaud.
full faith and credit.
I can prove.
Okay, so
Hold on, you've
Are
asked
you-
me. I can prove you're Frank Michaud. You know how I can prove that? Because when I called the case and said you either come up here and be Frank Michaud or you leave, you came up here.
And I
You
asked
proved
for
it for
threatening
me.
You threatening me.
But if you're not you, the threat means nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing. But
Okay.
you're still threatening me, and you're using it under color of law.
Okay, listen.
And plus,
Listen
you
to
have,
me. Mr.
you
Michaud,
you have
I've
multiple
wasted
officers.
too much time with you. Yes or
Okay.
no?
So,
Sir, don't argue with me. Yes or no? Are we doing a preliminary exam today? Yes or no?
I object. I will address.
Answer the question.
I want to address other issues as well.
You're in contempt of court. Put him in jail.
For what?
For contempt of court.
I'm having.
You can appeal that too. Sentence is 30 days. See you in 30 days.
I object to that. That's
I'm happy to hear your objection.
Due process.
Appeal me. That's why circuit court judges have jobs.
Definitely.
Take him out of here.
On the color of law.
I can give you more than 30 days. John, ask the wife to come in so he can see his property go to his wife. Ma'am, would you accept some personal property from your husband, please?
That was an extreme amount of patience.
Good try.
I appreciate you, giving him as much latitude as you did.
I just can't let him run things. I'll let him engage me.
These guys are nuts, man. I love that clip. That's great stuff. And I like the way the judge kind of said it, but I almost wish he would have followed up with more, because this judge obviously will say whatever. When he was arguing, like, I could prove you're Frank Michaud. When I called you, came up here. He's like, well, you're threatening me. And he said, if you're Frank Michaud, that's the thing. Like, when he argued that, he kind of did, but I wish the judge would have said flat out, I'm not threatening you if you're not Frank Michaud. But because obviously he's not going to say I'm threatening, because he's not threatening anybody, right? So he's not going to say it like that. But I wish he could say, if I'm threatening Frank Michaud and you're not Frank Michaud, then I'm not threatening you. I'm threatening Frank Michaud. If you're not him, then the threat isn't to you. We're not going to arrest you if you're not him. I'm not going to put out a warrant for you if you're not him. I'm going to put out a warrant for him. Anyway, that's a classic clip. And I just wanted to show it because, like I said, that's from a new channel, the Sovereign Citizen Watch channel. And, I always like I say, to advertise the new guys and everything. It's all good. Thank you guys for joining me. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. My son's getting ants in the pants, and he wants to hang out and do stuff and get the day started. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to go start breakfast. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. As always, you know that you are the best fans in the world. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a live show. Hold on. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You're the best fans. I'll see you next time. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.